Welcome to day 7 of the World Para Swimming Championships. My name is Benoit Huot. I had the privilege to be your host for these championships, and it's already the last day for Team Canada in Madeira. Alors, c'est la dernière journée, déjà, cette 7e des championnats du monde de paranatation qui ont lieu sur l'île de Madère. Le Canada a remporté 14 médailles jusqu'à présent, 6 en or, 4 argent, 4 de bronze. Et aujourd'hui, le Canada aura des chances de remporter d'autres médailles. 9 nageuses seront en finale dans les épreuves individuelles, plus un relais qui aura lieu dans environ 3 heures. So, Canada has 14 medals so far in the first 6 days of these World Para Swimming Championships, and Canada will have 9 individual races coming up in the next 3 hours, plus a relay. But before we go to the action at the Olympic Aquatic Center in Madeira, let's go see the highlights from yesterday, day 6.
There in the centre, Aurélie Rivard, great heat swim that she had this morning. She is the world record holder, the championship record holder. Bianca Pat might pose a threat from 6. Lisa Kruger has been in great form at these championships. She goes in 3.
Aurélie Rivard of Canada in that centre lane in the red suit will be the pre-race favourite. Her best time considerably quicker than the rest of the field. And the race is on behind Aurélie Rivard, but she's opened up a body length of a lead.
Rivard is going to come home for gold for Canada. She's going to take that one under the 1 minute mark. A championship record for the Canadian. Well, she was disappointed with the 400 freestyle. She had to pull up during the race, but she has made amends here.
A lot of things were going in my mind before the race, I'm not gonna lie, but my main goal was to finish the race and not put too much pressure on the outcome of the results. I was really just focusing on like each strokes and really trying to stay smooth and really just enjoy the process a lot more than early in the week. And I'm happy with the way that it turned out.
Feeling okay?
Okay, it's been a rough, 48 hours. I really pushed through to be able to, be here. I really used all of my tools, and then I'm really happy that I did, and that it worked out in the end.
First of the 2 Canadians is Danielle Kisser in lane number 1. Camille Barube, her teammate, bronze medalist in the individual medley earlier this week, goes in lane number 7. It's going to be another excellent time for the Great Britain swimmer, and she takes it in 1:32.19, 3/100 shy of what she swam this morning.
And there is Barube looking at the clock. She's had a brilliant final major championship.
Final race at the World Championships. What's hitting you at this moment?
I mean, it's pretty incredible to, finish my last World Championship race with a teammate in the final together. I'm gonna miss racing this gal, but we still have Commonwealth Games to go a little bit later in the summer. I'm pleased with the time. It's around the same time I went on my final in Tokyo, so no complaints. It was a good race, and I left it all in there.
5th place finish, congratulations, and Danielle 7th.
Yeah.
What's it been like swimming with this one?
Well, I met Cam back in May of 2009 when we were both really young, and that was my first team. I remember meeting her, and it's just been such a joy to be able to race with her and grow up on the team with her. I'm definitely gonna miss her. She's been great competition, and swimming that race fastest I've been all year. So again, can't complain.
To go, and we've been getting some good shots of this call room at the beginning of every session. You can see through the curtain there into the tent is the heat behind the men's 100 meters breaststroke final. So that's the women's 100 meters backstroke S10 finalists. They're already there and prepped, and behind them will be the men's 100 meters backstroke finalists in the S10 classification, and then the athletes will just move through when marshaled to do so. They're on a very strict time schedule here. And it'll be time now to welcome out the first set of finalists. There's always a bit of more anticipation on the last night. I don't know what it is.
Here is the first final. It's the women's 100 breaststroke for the SB8 classification. They'll come out through the middle of those two big screens there and make their way to their lanes. It'll be the outside lanes first. Rekatar, European Championship finalist from Hungary, goes in the outside lane in lane number 8. The other side will be Efina Gekuri from Greece, World Championship bronze medalist back in 2017. Paralympic finalist in her home Paralympic Games last year, Nakoni Utsugi from Japan. Nuria Marquez Soto, backstroke gold yesterday for the Spanish swimmer going in this breaststroke final. There is a second Japanese swimmer, 16-year-old Kanon Fukuda, making her way over to lane number 6. Katarina Roxon, the experienced Canadian Paralympic champion in 2016. The youngster, Anastasia Dimitriev, the 13-year-old, qualified second place for this final behind the Paralympic champion, Ellen Keane from Ireland. Well, Ellen Keane swam 1:23.59 in qualification. 13-year-old Anastasia Dimitriev, just 1/10 of a second behind the Paralympic champion. Promises to be a good contest here. Roxon, the champion back in Rio in 2016. She goes in lane number 3. Ellen Keane would love to add a world title to her list of achievements. She has won Paralympic title last year. She's been European champion in her home European Championships in Dublin. Can she add a world title here, the Irish swimmer?
Well, 3 athletes in the centre lanes. There was little to separate them after the heats this morning, with Ellen Keane being the fastest through. And you can see a good start there up in lane 3 for Canada's Katarina Roxon. She's going strongly. Ellen Keane going with her, and as expected, so is Anastasia Dimitriev, who's been quite a revelation for the Spanish team this year.
Coming up to the turn, Roxon might just have it. Dimitriev, the youngster, the 13-year-old, is heading the Paralympic champion at the moment into the turn. Absolutely nothing to choose between the top 3.
Roxon turning first in 38.51, with Dimitriev in second, 38.62. Only 3/100ths ahead of Ellen Keane of Ireland. You can see Ellen Keane there trying to get back on level terms. She's made her move. She's coming up level with Katarina Roxon. Dimitriev still going very strongly. They are all in a line as they come into the final 15 metres.
Well, it's a young Spanish swimmer, maybe just for the edge now, over Ellen Keane. Ellen Keane with that white cap trying to fight back here. It's all going to come down to the touch. I think it's going to go to the Spanish swimmer. It's going to be the 13-year-old Anastasia Dimitriev takes the world title ahead of the Paralympic champion Ellen Keane, with Katarina Roxon in the bronze medal position. What a swim from the young swimmer. 1:21.40 the winning time.
Yeah, you can see the Spaniards cheering there. Anastasia Dimitriev of Spain. Like we said, she's burst onto the scene this year. She's coming strongly and she's delivered.
Well, what a swim there from the young Spanish swimmer. We saw her earlier in the year. We knew she was a talent for the future, but she's a talent right now here in the present.
Yeah, and you never know how the athletes are going to handle that major championship pressure when they come in. It's very difficult. She's had to wait all week for this one. She swam individuals and she swam a strong breaststroke leg in the relay, but that doesn't take it away when you turn up to the core room by herself. We could see her there getting a hug from Nuria Marquez Soto, so she will have got some confidence and comfort of being in the core room with a teammate. And here, this is where they were still all in a line. Roxon started very strongly. She got caught and reeled in, and then Dimitriev just moved away and opened up that gap, and it was all down to that finish because Ellen Keane was fighting to get to that wall.
Yeah, great battle there between the top three. There's the gold and silver medalists. What a swim from the young 13-year-old. Good swim from Ellen Keane as well to claim another medal on the world stage. Anastasia Dimitriev takes the world title ahead of the Paralympic champion Ellen Keane, with Katarina Roxon in the bronze medal position. Well, what a start, Liz. That was excellent swim there. 13 years of age, wow.
Yeah, it definitely lived up the billing and has set the tone for the races to come in this final session.
Well, the men now. What have they got in store for us? Another Spanish representation in this one. Concha welcoming the medalists backstage. There's the champion, Dimitriev. And here.
Well, getting things underway on a busy final night here. The women's 100 breaststroke. Katarina with a bronze medal for Canada. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I don't know how I feel about it right now. Obviously, everyone wants that gold, but getting a medal at Worlds, that's what I came to do. Being in the water 5 months, so to come home with with a bronze medal, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm as fast as I've gone all year, so and faster than Tokyo, so I think it's an A+ effort right there.
Absolutely, and first at the turn, you got off to a great start off the block.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't see anybody. I just tried to feel the water as best as I could, see what I could throw out there, and I felt solid. I felt really good. But man, that last 15 meters into the wall hurt.
Well, it's a great start for Canada, and congratulations on a medal here at the World Championships.
Thank you so much.
Still, silver medalist last year in Tokyo. A silver medalist at the World Championships last time out in 2019. Salguero Galisteo, very much the favourite for this one. Monaseed Hale already won a European Open medal in this pool. Let's go. Salguero Galisteo in lane number 4. Monaseed Hale one lane down in lane number 5. Promises to be a close contest, this one.
Yes, Salguero Galisteo getting away well. They're getting the best of the underwater phase. But he's up, he's in the lead, but only by a little. And you can see that high stroke rate of Monaseed Hale of Chile going very well now. They are stroke for stroke down this first 50 meters. Federico Molacchi at the top of the pool going very well for Italy in this first 50 meters as well as they come into the turn. Hardly anything to separate them, only 1/100th of a second with Monaseed Hale taking it and Salguero Galisteo in second. And now look to see who is going to be able to make the charge for the wall.
Well, it is the black cap of Spain just hitting the white cap of the Chilean swimmer, but there's absolutely nothing in this here. Monaseed Hale trying to come back. Andreas O'Neill is going ahead of Morlacchi into the bronze medal position, and he is challenging for the top spot, the Austrian here. It's all going to come down to the finish. It might go to Chile, and Monaseed Hale into the wall, and he takes it. The Chilean takes the world title ahead of Oscar Salguero Galisteo. And an excellent swim from Andreas O'Neill from Austria. He will be delighted with that bronze medal performance for him.
Well, what a celebrations. The celebrations are going very well here already tonight. You can see how much that means to the Chileans. There was nothing in that, such a close finish. You can see there Andreas O'Neill very, very pleased with his bronze medal. And now the emotions are coming out for the Chilean. He was victorious. It was that high stroke rate at the end that did it, because there was nothing between him and Salguero Galisteo down that second 50 meters. And at one point, the Spaniard looked like he was starting to pull away, but then the Chilean swimmer just upped his stroke rate, and what a swim there for Almonacid Hale.
Well, it was such a high tempo that he had for his stroke, a lot higher than Salguero Galisteo. I thought the Spaniard was just timed it absolutely perfectly there, but Almonacid Hale, what a finish he had. What a great swim there from Andreas Onea as well, back on the World Championship podium again, and it's silver medal again for Oscar Salguero Galisteo. Well, there is the moment. Almonacid Hale just started to forge ahead, just in the closing stages. Wow! Salguero Galisteo reached for the wall, but it was the Chilean just getting in there in first position. What a swim from the Chilean. Great swim from the Spanish swimmer as well. And I think Vicente Almonacid Hale taking the gold medal there. Chile's first gold medal at a World Para Swimming Championships. Oscar Salguero Galisteo takes the silver for Spain, and Andreas Onea the bronze for Austria. Yeah, just checking the record books there, Liz. Chile have had 2 silver medals, 5 bronzes over the years, but never a gold. That's the very first one. Ariana Hunziker leads the swimmers out for the women's 100 metres backstroke in the S10 classification. The 18-year-old World Championship 4th place in 2017, Francisca Castro from Spain goes in lane number 1. Jasmine Greenwood's had a good week, 3 medals so far in individual events for her. Emmeline Pierre, medalist at World and European Championships in the past. Lisa Kruger, 2 gold medals for the Netherlands swimmer at these championships. And world champion back in 2019. Aurélie Rivard, Paralympic Games bronze medalist. She goes in lane number 3, but Bianca Papp, Paralympic Games champion, will go in lane number 5, next to the fastest qualifier from the heats, and that was Anel Roulet, European silver medalist last year, also a medalist at the World Championships back in 2017. 2 French swimmers in this one, Roulet and Emmeline Pierre. Bianca Papp, Paralympic champion. Lisa Kruger, the world champion. Aurélie Rivard, Paralympic silver medalist. World and European record stood since 2015. I wonder if that is going to be challenged tonight. Papp in lane number 5, Paralympic champion. They start a slight favourite for this one, but Roulet is very good in qualification.
Yeah, Roulet looked strong this morning to come into this one in that centre lane, but a great start from Aurélie Rivard of Canada up there in lane 3. She made the most of the underwater phase, but in lane 5 is Paralympic champion Bianca Papp, who's making her way to the front of the field. That white cap in the yellow lane lines leading the way now as we come down into the first and only turn.
Yeah, Lisa Kruger also going well in lane number 6, and she may well be in second place behind Papp. Anel Roulet coming through very strongly there in lane number 4. It was a good turn though by Bianca Papp to take her away from Kruger. Kruger very strong in the closing stages though.
Yeah, and Anel Roulet now starting to come back. She's the French athlete in the centre lane, lane 4 there. She's just moving ahead of Lisa Kruger. Bianca Papp though has about half a body length lead as they come under the flags and into the final 5 metres.
And it is going to go to Hungary. The gold will go to Bianca Papp. She will take it in 108.84. A silver medal for Anel Roulet following up that great qualification swim. She takes the silver for France. And it is Aurélie Rivard taking the bronze just ahead of Lisa Kruger. Another medal for the Canadian Aurélie Rivard. She'll be delighted with that one. Great finish from the Canadian, coming from 5th right through to 3rd. But there's the two French swimmers. Arnelle Roulet, silver medalist at the World Championships, behind the Paralympic champion, who has added the world title to her list of achievements.
Bianca Papp, as she came in top of the rankings this year into this event, and she showed her strength there in that swim phase of the race. Aurélie Rivard picking up that bronze medal. She had brilliant wall work off the start. She came up and she was in the lead, and she really worked the turn, because she went into the turn in 5th but came out and really then started to accelerate down that second 50. But Bianca Papp, her backstroke, she's continued her incredible form that she showed in 2021. She's brought that right in to 2022.
Yeah, she has. She's beginning to dominate this event. Bianca Papp, the Hungarian, all the major titles to her name, and she was almost a body length ahead of the field at the end. Great swim from Arnelle Roulet of France to get in for that silver medal position. She was absolutely delighted with that one. And Kruger and Rivard touching the wall almost together, but Rivard getting the touch. So Bianca Papp claims the world title for Hungary. Arnelle Roulet in 2nd position, the silver medal to the French swimmer, and a bronze to Aurélie Rivard of Canada.
Please welcome the athletes for our next event, the men's 100 metre backstroke S10.
Oh, great swim there from Bianca Papp. She is beginning to be very difficult to beat in this 100 backstroke. You're going to have to be right on your game if you're going to get ahead of Bianca Papp in recent years. But here comes the 100 metres backstroke S10 final. The local swimmer, Thomas Cordero, goes in lane number 1. Santiago Sinestro, first of the two Argentinians in this one. And there is the second Argentinian, Nicolas Nieto, the 18-year-old, silver medal at the Pan American Games. Cole Pierce, 2 silver medals to his name at this championship already in the individual events. Alex Elliott, medalist in the 400 freestyle a few days ago here in Madeira. Riccardo Menciotti, the World Championship bronze medalist, goes for Italy in lane number 5. And in lane number 4, very much the in-form swimmer in this S10 classification, Stefano Raimondi. What a record Raimondi has got. He's silver medalist at the World and Paralympic Championships in this event. But at these championships, he has topped the medal podium 4 times already. He's also got a silver and a bronze, so 6 medals already for the great Italian in lane number 4. I'll be favourite to add another. He's the only swimmer with an entry time under the 1 minute mark.
Women's 100 metre backstroke just out of the pool. We're with Aurélie Rivard, a bronze medal, and we're conscious of Alex Elliott. He's swimming on the other screen right now. But tell us about the bronze. How did the swim go for you?
Honestly, just as I expected. I wanted to just leave everything in the pool. Backstroke isn't my thing. I wanted to fight for a medal as much as possible. So it's basically the same scenario as this morning, and I'm happy to finish on the podium again.
Similar race to last night as well, where you really came on the second 50.
Yeah, I think it's my thing to not necessarily take it slow, but the second 50 is always I think it's the reason why I win certain races. It's my strength, and I have good legs, so I have to use them. And it shows on every single 100 meter.
We'll talk to you again, I'll say, after the medal ceremony. Thanks, Aurélie.
Thank you very much.
His countrymate can challenge him, Menciotti, but he's not going to. Here comes Raimondi, another world title for the Italian under the 1 minute mark at Italy 1 and 2. Menciotti taking the silver medal, and the bronze medal will go to Canada. Alex Elliott celebrating in the background there. He takes another bronze medal at these championships, but it's all about Italy 1 and 2, Raimondi and Menciotti. Great swim from the Canadian to get into the bronze medal position.
Yeah, Alexander Elliott, he really tried to go with the Italians as they led it out down that first 50 metres, and it finished exactly how it was at the halfway point. Stefano Raimondi looked strong. Riccardo Micciotti looked very, very strong in those closing stages, and then Alexander Elliott taking a great bronze medal for Canada. But what a championships that man there has had, Stefano Raimondi. He's a multi-eventer and he keeps delivering.
Well, it is his 7th individual event. Stefano Raimondi's won 7 medals at these championships. One of the most decorated male athletes here. Roger Dorsman from the Netherlands is pretty close in terms of medals so far at these championships, but Raimondi has been incredible this week. He just seems to be able to turn it on in every single event he does, Liz.
Yeah, he really is an all-rounder. Like, he doesn't have a bad stroke or a bad event, and he's another example of another athlete who's really built from last year and brought in some really good form to these championships.
Stefano Raimondi takes his 5th gold medal of the championships. He wins gold in the 100 backstroke S10 ahead of his countrymate Riccardo Micciotti, who takes silver, and Canada's Alex Elliott takes the bronze.
Wow, 3 races for Canadians so far and 3 medals. Here another one, men's 100 backstroke. Alexander Elliott, congratulations on a bronze medal.
Thank you so much.
How did it feel?
I am broken right now. I'm in a lot of pain. But it was a lot of fun. I'm glad I swam it. Took a couple of years off of that event. It's my first time swimming it in, I think, 4 years. And I'm really happy to be back and really happy to be strong and finish with a medal.
At the end of this busy week and all of the events that you've been swimming in, and then you've got to put everything out there to get that result, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I left it all on the table. Hopefully got a bit more for the relay tonight. Hopefully we can finish strong and have an amazing end to an amazing week.
And in general this week, has it been, you've got to be very pleased with everything that you've done, medals, personal bests, all of the above.
Yeah, there's definitely been some really good swims. There's also been some swims that haven't gone my way. Overall, I'm really happy with it though.
Congratulations, bronze in the men's backstroke. Well done.
Thank you so much.
Leading the swimmers out in lane number 8. It will be Great Britain's Eliza Humphrey, who finished ahead of her twin sister in the heats to qualify for this final. 17-year-old Charlotte Yunque Fernandez from Colombia goes in lane number 1. Martina Rabellini, 2 silvers at these championships already in the backstroke and at the individual medley. Here is Tatiana Blatnanova, 2 bronze. The only medals that the Slovakians have got at these championships goes to that athlete there. The Mexican Matilda Alcazar Figueroa, medalist at the World Championships in 2017 in Mexico City, her home World Championships. There's McLean Hermes, who's a gold medalist in those 2017 World Championships. Lisette Bruinsma from the Netherlands, the world champion from 2019. And in the centre lane, the world record holder from the USA, the Paralympic champion. Very much the favourite for this one, Anastasia Pagonis. The 18-year-old from the USA set that world record when she took the Paralympic gold in Tokyo last year. Championship record set by Lisette Bruinsma when she took the world title in 2019. Pagonis and Bruinsma side by side there in 4 and 5. Pagonis looking for her 3rd gold medal of the week. Bruinsma, 2 silver medals to her made in the 50 and the 100 freestyles. Can she add another medal in this 400?
And as with the heats, it's Lisette Brunsma that gets off the block and up into her stroke the most quickly, but already we can see Anastasia Pagonis, the black hat, in the further of the two yellow lane lines away from us, going up very well already. She's opened up about a body length lead almost on Lisette Brunsma down this first length. The turn's so important in these S11 races, and actually both athletes at the front of the pack, they're getting very good turns, just 0.47 of a second separating them at the turn, with Pagonis going over in 33.88. She's going first. You can see very different strokes here. Pagonis with that high elbow quick stroke rate. Brunsma's got that longer stretch at the front of her stroke, and they're going well down this first 100 meters, and it is Blatanova that is in third place in these early stages.
Yeah, we'll see how Lisette Brunsma gets on with this turn. It's a very good first turn for Brunsma, but she was losing ground. Oh, look at that. Brunsma just missing the wall there. She took the tap, went over for the tumble turn, but just missed the wall and had to kind of scull back to hit the wall, and that is not good news for the Netherlands swimmer, and that has let Pagonis go in to a clear lead there after that 100 meters.
Yeah, that's let Pagonis open up more of an advantage. Brunsma now back on her way. You can just see her there veering off down the lane. She's going from the left side of the lane, but you look at it over towards the right as we see Pagonis taking the tap to come through and turn and be on her way. Brunsma's over safely that time round as they both head back towards the 200 meter mark. And currently it is Tatiana Blatanova holding on to that third position. She's just under a second ahead of Matilda Alcazar Figueroa of Mexico, who's currently in that fourth spot. But now we can see Pagonis has settled into her stroke. She always swims on the same side of the lane regardless of which direction she's going in. So we see her tapped at the halfway stage. She's there over in 2:27.83, with Brunsma going over now in 2:33.51. So the American has a sizable lead, and the battle is on behind them for that bronze medal as the Mexican has moved into third place there, just overtaking Blatanova of Slovakia. So it is Alcazar Figueroa who's going very well now for Mexico, but at the front of the pack it is Pagonis, who's got the whole frame of the shot to herself as she comes in to the turn at 250 meters.
Yeah, Brunsma will be kicking herself about that turn again. She's just missed that turn, Lisette Brunsma, and that again means the gap has opened up there at the front of the field. Pagonis looks like she is on her way to gold, even with more than 100 meters to go. Lisette Brunsma just hugging that lane rope there, and that is a real shame because Brunsma looked like she was in good form in the early stages there, keeping pace with Pagonis. Pagonis now with 100 meters to go. She goes over at the 300 mark in 3:45, and Lisette Brunsma just coming in now to that 300 turn. She's around about 10 seconds behind Pagonis. Oh, Brunsma coming out on the left hand of the lane, and she just clatters that lane rope in third position. It will be the Mexican Alcazar Figueroa just going ahead of the two on the far side of the pool. McLean Hermes trying to come back now into fourth position. Blatanova down to fifth now as Pagonis goes into the final turn.
And it will be Pagonis that turns on that final 50. That gold medal seems to be sewn up, and Brunsma definitely having some problems here because she missed that 300 meter turn as well, and it really seems to have knocked her off her game plan here. She's in a solid silver medal position at the moment. That turn, she nailed that one. She got a great push off the wall, and you can just see the difference in the speed if you're going from a wall push rather than kicking. We can see Brunsma now, but Pagonis at the other end of the pool is coming into the final 5 meters.
Pagonis is going to take the world title here for the USA, her third title of the week. Anastasia Pagonis in 5:02.28, and she wins it for the USA. She'll be delighted with that one, to claim that world title, to go with the Paralympic title she won last year. It's around about a 15-second deficit for Lisette Bruinsma for the silver medal position for the Netherlands swimmer, and the bronze medal will go to the Mexican Matilda Alcazar Figueroa in for third position. The bronze goes to Mexico. Fourth place there for McLean Hermes, and in fifth place will be Blatnerova. There's the leading two, and it was just unfortunate, Liz, that kind of Lisette Bruinsma not really hitting the turn. She had problems with the lane ropes. It was all just a bit scrappy there. And I feel that robbed us of an excellent contest.
Well, I think, yeah, and I think it looked more scrappy than it was. I think if you miss that many turns and then it sends you off, it just becomes, it must be really unnerving, and then it must be really difficult to realign yourself and get back on the plan. And we saw there in the closing stage, McLean Hermes, she didn't have a swimming hat, so her hat must have come off at some point as well. So it seems to be a race. But there was a lot, we've talked about the drama. Drama isn't always between athletes. Sometimes you can have your own personal drama and difficulties going on there. But Lisette Bruinsma still smiling at the end of the race there, congratulating Pagonis, showing Pagonis off to the crowd. And these athletes are going to have a lot of great races ahead of them for years to come.
Well, I feel so. I mean, Lisette Bruinsma would have really challenged that Pagonis in that race if she had managed to nail those turns. Pagonis was absolutely spot on with all of her turns.
Yeah, Pagonis really does well with the race skills section of the race. She maintains a good tempo the entire way through. She maintains good direction. Like I said, she doesn't try and swim always on the same side of arm of the lane, but she always goes for the same side of the lane, and that seems to keep her keep her grounded and keep her focused and keep her moving. Whereas Bruinsma struggled in the past with aligning with the lane rope, but today I think what really knocked her off her game was these turns, because she missed that first one and she was a bit annoyed there. You could see her fight the splash. She got straight back into it, but then in the next one that she missed, she just kicked straight off from a standstill start and actually recovered pretty quickly. But then when you miss a third turn, you must just be getting a bit frustrated and thinking it's not my day. But she came through. It shows the quality of the swimmer, that she can come through and still get that silver medal. But Pagonis today she's gone the fastest time in the world this year to take that gold medal, and she looked very strong. You can see him there just in that last shot. McLean Hermes was coming in without a swimming cap on, and it is fallen off down the other end of the pool.
Anastasia Pagonis takes the world title in the 400 freestyle S11. Lisette Bruinsma the silver medal for the Netherlands, and the bronze medal to Alcazar Figueroa from Mexico. Well, give us a lot to talk about that one, Liz, in that women's 400 freestyle. Here come the men. Matthew Cabraja, Olympic Games finalist last year for Canada, goes in lane number 8. Relay medalists here at these championships: Jose Ramon Cantero Alvera from Spain, 14-year-old David Kratochvil from Czech Republic goes in lane number 7. Matias de Souza, the Paralympic Games bronze medalist from Rio in 2016, goes in lane number 2. The home favourite, big support for Marco Meneses, bronze medalist last night, Portugal's first medal at these championships, going for another. Michaelo Serban, the European champion, he goes in lane 3. From Japan, Uchu Tomita, silver medalist in the 100 freestyle here, Paralympic Games silver medalist as well. And Roger Dorsman, the Paralympic champion in this event, 4 gold medals and 2 silvers to his name already. championship record held by Dorsman from back in 2019. And it's a very long-standing world record held by John Morgan of the USA, set back in the Barcelona Paralympic Games of 1992. Dorsman goes in lane number 4. He has been in an imperious form this week, taking his 4 gold medals. He took gold in the 50 freestyle, gold in the 100 freestyle. He's trying to do the freestyle treble here. Serban, a great swim in the backstroke to take gold. Tomita, he was behind Dorsman in the 100 freestyle. This is the 400 freestyle for the S11 classification, and straight away Roger Dorsman hits the front.
Well, Dorsman has a very powerful start off of the block, and he uses that underwater really effectively. There he was coming up about 13.5 meters of the 15 permitted that you're allowed, which is unusual in this S11 category. A lot of the athletes come up a lot sooner so that they can find that lane rope, but it's working for Dorsman. That underwater work and the phase of the turn as well is where he gains a lot of his advantage over the rest of the field. Going well, one lane closer to us is Uchu Tomita of Japan, and then that longer stroke of Mikhailo Serbin of the Ukraine in lane 3, that white hat, just ahead of Mateus de Souza of Brazil. So the battle is on. It's a long way to go, but Dorsman will turn first comfortably at the 100 meters, 101.77 for him, and he's got a 2.5 second lead over Tomita, who's in second place.
He was telling us that he really wants to challenge that long-standing record that stood for almost 30 years now. Incredible record there for John Morgan, and he is inside that pace in the early stages, but we'll keep an eye on the time now for Roger Dorsman. His main aim in this final is to win a world title, so concentration for Roger Dorsman as he goes over to the 150 mark. He will lead 135.47, a big lead over Serbin, who's now moved into second position. Serbin was an incredible swim in the 100 backstroke to come past Roger Dorsman in the closing stages, the final yesterday. Tomita just going in towards the rope there, the Japanese swimmer trying to get out of that lane rope, just getting tangled up, Tomita, and that's let Serbin come back on level terms. But coming up to the halfway point now, Roger Dorsman just going over 209.22. He's round about a couple of tenths outside the world record pace now.
Yes, Serbin and Tomita going over together, but it's Tomita that's getting the better push off the wall. He's getting more speed there, and he's moving back into the lead between the two that are battling it out for silver and bronze at the moment. But then as soon as they get back into the swimming, you can see in this shot Mikhailo Serbin just got the better speed. He's moving further with every stroke that he takes, and he goes back ahead of Tomita as they go into the turns, and it looks like this time Serbin might have opened up enough of a gap to stay ahead off of the turn. Tomita with those strong push-offs there, and it is Serbin now who's in that silver medal position, but Tomita still going very well, still challenging. Menezes is behind him. He'll expect a strong finish. It's not over yet, and Tomita crashes into that lane rope again, and he has to reset himself. That will have cost him some time and given the Portuguese athlete in the lane next to him a chance to catch up. But here's Roger Dorsman. He's away. He's clear of the field by 10.5 meters, going over in 3:19.82 there.
Yeah, Dorsman well away from the rest of the field here. He will surely take a gold medal here. Serbin finishing very strongly. Well, he's pulled away from Tomita. He goes into second position. He's been very famous for his fast finishing, Mikhailo Serbin, the Ukrainian, in lane number 3, but he's not going to be fast enough surely to catch Roger Dorsman, who goes over on that final turn in 3:55.64. Dorsman now ahead of Serbin. by, well, some 8 seconds almost, 7.5 seconds. But Roger Dorsman now coming in to the last half of this race. Serbin is in second place. It is Marco Meneses trying to come back now on Uchu Tomita for the host nation. Can the host nation have another medal here? It might just not be quite enough for Marco Meneses. But here comes Roger Dorsman. It is going to be his 5th gold medal of these championships. And he touches in 4:31.63. The Dutchman getting in ahead of Serbin. And Tomita will take the bronze just ahead of the home favourite Marco Meneses. But Dorsman really dominated that from the front, Liz. He went out hard and he maintained that pace just to stay ahead of Serbin. But excellent swim from the Dutchman. Serbin coming back strongly in the second half to claim a clear silver medal. Tomita with the bronze.
Yeah, and you can see they all worked really hard for that at different stages in the race. Dorsman took it out hard. He attacked it in the early stages, broke away from the rest of the field. Obviously in this classification doesn't have quite the same impact as it does in other classifications, because these athletes can't see, so they don't get knocked off the game so much. As we just see there coming into finish, Matthew Cavareja of Canada, Mikhailo Serbin picking up another medal, and he's really, I guess, taken over the mantle. Viktor Smirnov, his senior colleague, has also got a reputation for finishing really strongly and getting on the right side of those touches in some really tight battles, and Serbin's picked up that mantle. He stepped into that role, and he does exactly the same thing. But Serbin there swimming well, but there was no doubt after about the halfway point really of who was going to win that one. Dorsman looking strong. He did have a little uncharacteristic bounce off the lane rope at one point, which is unlike him, but his turns that we can see right now, he's got such a good underwater, and there you can see that was Tomita there getting caught on that lane rope. And we can just see how much of an effect it is. We've talked about how sharp those lane ropes are. They don't look sharp, but they take you by surprise, and you do have to quickly get yourself back off and on again. And Tomita did well there to hold on to third, because Marco Meneses of Portugal was finishing like a train.
Yeah, great time from the Portuguese swimmer. His best time of the year in that world final. And just outside of the medals again for the Portuguese swimmer, but he'll leave these championships happy with that bronze medal in the backstroke yesterday. Goggles have been checked. There is the champion. 5 gold medals for Roger Dorsman. Dorsman takes the gold for the Netherlands. Mikhailo Serbin in the silver medal position from Ukraine, and Uchu Tomita in the bronze medal position for Japan. Oh, Dorsman.
Just out of the pool, Matthew Cabraja from Brampton, 20 years old. Another race wrapping up the World Championship. How did things go tonight?
Not to plan at all. I dove off the blocks and the middle of my goggles shattered when I hit the water. So I was racing pretty much the entire race with no goggles on, which I don't need the goggles to see the bottom of the pool, but to be legal, I do need the goggles on. So it was just a struggle to keep focused in the race, keep any kind of idea of strategy going when I had to kind of fight with the goggles flying all across the pool.
Well, tell us about that. Like, I mean, this is one of the unexpected things that you would encounter in a very rare situation. But how do you deal with that in a race?
It just makes a lot of frustration. It gets you out of that headspace that you're in before the race. We really strive to get in this kind of zen atmosphere in your head before the race. You gotta know what you're gonna do. Training has taught you everything you need to do strategy-wise. And then things like this, or a broken cap, broken suit, they kind of get into your head. It's hard to refocus once it happens.
Well, as I said, you're wrapping up the week here. Has the experience been good, failing this problem tonight?
It's all been good learning experiences. I think we have a lot to go back to the drawing board now when we get home. Definitely learned a lot about racing this week. It's been good to do a lot of racing again internationally and for another year. And coming out with 4 finals appearances is really, really good for me. Yeah, definitely no complaints when it comes to that. I think we can come back stronger.
Anyone in Brampton you want to say hi to before you wrap it up?
I just want to give a big shout out to my coaches this year for dealing with me. It's been a long, grueling year for all of us, and definitely my family as well. They're always behind me and always ready to support me, even on a night like tonight.
Way to fight through it, Matthew. Good job.
Thank you.
Finish ahead of Julia Gaffney, the Paralympic champion and the World Championship silver medalist Julia Tersey and Denise Graal. They could be threats there. They will go in lanes 3 and 6. The world record has stood since the Paralympic Games back in London in 2012.
Well, Denise Graal of Germany got off to a very good start. She had the best reaction time, but that straight arm trademark stroke of Mackenzie Cohn in the centre lane, generating the power for the first of the Americans there. But you can see the high stroke rate of Italian Julia Tersey trying to go with Cohn as they enter the final stages of this first length. They'll go into the turn. There won't be very much in it at all, but Mackenzie Cohn leads. She goes over in 34.02. Tersey 0.43 seconds behind, and Denise Graal's in third. But eyes on Julia Gaffney as she tried to claw back down this second 50 meters. But Mackenzie Cohn is looking very strong.
Mackenzie Cohn has the lead over Julia Tersey in that blue cap of Italy. I don't think anyone is going to touch Mackenzie Cohn now. She goes over that 15-meter marker and she is going to come home to take another freestyle gold here at these World Championships. Mackenzie Cohn into the finish in 109.65. She takes the title ahead of Julia Tersey, and a close finish for the bronze medal position, and it goes to Denise Graal of Germany, just ahead of Julia Gaffney. But, well, Mackenzie Cohn dominated that one just for a minute, just about at the turn or after the turn. We thought Julia Tersey might just challenge, but no chance for the Italian as Mackenzie Cohn stretched away in that second 50.
Yeah, Mackenzie Cohn took that one out there. She looked strong from start to finish. Said that straight arm stroke of hers is so powerful. It generates so much power in those early stages, and that's where she kind of blows the competition away, really, because they do try and come back at her off that turn. And Julia Gaffney finished very strongly just to run out of pool. Denise Graal doing enough with that amazing reaction time off the start signal. There was danger everywhere in those 4 lanes, but Mackenzie Cohn made sure that she was out in front and away from the battle behind her.
Yeah, Mackenzie Cohn there with a clear lead as they came down towards the finish. Julia Tersey with that blue cap of Italy clearly in second position, and Denise Graal coming into the finish there. We didn't see it, but Julia Gaffney was finishing very, very strongly indeed. And there was only, well, less than 0.2 of a second between the third and fourth position. Punching the air, Mackenzie Cohn. She is the world champion again. She has done the freestyle treble here in Madeira. Julia Tersey takes the silver for Italy, and Denise Graal the bronze in a close contest with Julia Gaffney. She takes the bronze for Germany. Now Mackenzie Cohn, pleased with the work she has done at this championships. We move on to the men's 100 freestyle.
Women's 100-meter freestyle. Sabrina Deshane just out of the pool. How did the swim go?
Better than this morning, so that's what I was hoping for. So it's good.
Tell us about your week in general. How was the event?
Well, the 100 free went well. I mean, I dropped a second from this morning. I was hoping for a little bit more faster, but I'll take that.
And again, it's the same finish as in Tokyo in this race.
Yeah, well, for me, it's a start with 100 free. I was training more for the 400, so I'm just happy it went like 6th in the world. It's good.
Absolutely. And en français.
Excuse me?
En français.
Je suis vraiment contente avec la course. C'est 1 seconde de moins que ce matin. Donc, j'aurais pas vraiment pu demander mieux. C'est sûr que je me pousse tout le temps à faire un petit peu mieux. Puis, me rapprocher de mon temps de Tokyo aurait été fun, mais je vais me contenter du 1,15.
Sabrina Deschênes, 6th in the world. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Been twice over Bocelli. And this, again, another long-standing world record held by David Roberts of Great Britain, set back in 2008.
This is the men's 100 meter freestyle S7.
Carlos Serrano Zarate holds the championship record. It's a fascinating contest, this one. Carlos Serrano Zarate. He'll be out fast, you would imagine, as would Andrei Trusov. Watch out for Bocelli and Basilov in the closing stages. Basilov especially has been so strong in the latter part of his races this week.
And it's Colombian Serrano Zarate in lane 3 that gets the quick reaction time, but already that tall figure of Andrei Trusov, the World Championship bronze medalist, going very well for the Ukraine. Bocelli will try to use his swim speed to get back up on terms and overcome that early advantage that the other two got off the start, and they come into this turn all in a line with Basilov just behind.
Basilov still in contention there, but off the turn it was Serrano Zarate who came out first. It's the long arms of Trusov now, just maybe forging ahead the Ukrainian, but it is Serrano Zarate and Bocelli trying to come back in the blue cap. This is going to be a really close finish here. It is Trusov maybe who leads them as they come into the last 5 now. It is going to go to the Ukrainian, I think. It's Trusov who gets it. A championship record of 1 minute .38. It's silver to Bocelli and it is bronze to Serrano Zarate. But what a swim from Trusov. We knew he'd be out fast, but he was so strong in the closing stages there to go ahead of the other two, and he wins it in a championship record time, just 4/100 shy of that long-standing world record.
Well, he was pushed to an incredibly fast swim from the competitors around him. Carlos Serrano Zarate did get the better of the start and the turns, but that man there, Bocelli, was so strong in the swimming phase of the race. But Trusov, those long arms of the Ukrainian, coming through strongly at the end to take that victory. You can see that reaction time there from Serrano Zarate, and he has to get away that quickly to give himself a chance, because he knows that once they're up and into their swim speed, those long arms of Trusov and the quick rotation that Federico Bocelli can produce mean that they start to come back at him. And you can see there, at that point, Serrano Zarate was still ahead, but Bocelli finishes so strongly. He gets quicker with every stroke, but take nothing away from Andrei Trusov. That was an incredible performance, and that world record did get a bit of a shake.
Amazing race there in the men's under freestyle S7. Andrei Trusov just 4/100ths outside the world record, a championship record for the Ukrainian to take gold. Federico Bocelli the silver for Italy, and Carlos Serrano Zarate, an America's record, to take the bronze medal. What a race that was, Liz. That was incredible. I think that's maybe 3 lifetime bests for those swimmers there.
Let's go back to poolside to meet with the High Performance Director of Para Swimming Canada, Wayne Lomas. He's an Australian coming with a lot of background experience in swimming, but especially para swimming. And he's been in Canada for the past 4 years supporting Team Canada. Alors, allons dans la zone mixte rencontrer le directeur de haute performance de la paranatation canadienne, Wayne Lomas. Il vient de l'Australie, ça fait environ 4 ans qu'il est au Canada, et il amène un grand bagage d'expérience, particulièrement en paranatation. Let's go meet Wayne to have a recap of this outstanding week in Madeira for Team Canada.
Performance Director of the Para program, Wayne Lomas, thanks for your time here on the pool deck. Final day of competition. Just to look back a little bit, we don't know everything, but first of all, a big team that you brought here, and you've had some great success.
Yeah, great team. A deliberate strategy to bring as many swimmers as possible. We've got 30 here. So many of our swimmers have missed out for so long. We really wanted to provide opportunity and guaranteed an international competition. So we went let's do it. It's the time to come. And 30 athletes and 10 coaches. It's been amazing.
And I like the look of it, how you've spread around the medals. That's accurate, isn't it?
Absolutely. For the first time in well over 10 years, 5 different people have brought a gold medal home to Canada. That's just phenomenal, and we've got some superstars in our team. We've had some superstars for a long time with Benoit back in the studio and Aurélie. And here now we've got 5 different people doing the job, and that's truly exciting.
How about the young athletes? Who's jumped out at you in that respect?
Well, you can't go past someone like Nicholas Bennett, who feels like he's been around for a long time. He's a Paralympian, but he's a teenager, and he's got 2 medals. And Danielle Doris, Paralympic champion, she's a teenager. She doesn't even turn 20 until September. And then a little bit below the radar, people like Felix Cowan, his first international meet. He's never been at this level before, never been at the Para-Pan Ams, and he comes here, 4th place in finals, stands up, does the job like a veteran. So seeing people like Nicholas, like Danielle, like Felix, this is exciting stuff.
And you always expect the PBs here, but they just kept coming in all of these races, so that's impressive.
It is. I mean, the young ones swimming PBs is exactly as you say you expect. For the more seasoned veterans, it's a little harder. They've had after Tokyo, they've had to have a little bit of a break, but they know how to race. And our senior team coach, Mike Thompson, has been brilliant in really driving home the mission of race, race, race. And I can't pay enough credit to Mike and the role that he's done with this team.
One final thing, these athletes are so inspirational, of course, but man, Tess Rootliff, who had the broken back last year and comes back, that's unbelievable.
What a story. I mean, it goes to the quality of the human being, the athlete, the environment led by her coach, Mike Thompson, again, who's done a great job. Tess's resilience, her professionalism, her commitment, and what a wonderful reward. And to go home with a gold, silver, and a bronze, and PBs, we couldn't be happier.
Been a great meet. Congratulations.
Thank you, Keith, and hopefully we wrap it up well tonight.
Luigi Beggiato. And here is the world record holder, Ami Omer Dadon. Set the world record in the Tokyo Paralympic Games. It's already in world record-breaking form here at these championships, when he took the world record in the 50 freestyle. Cameron Leslie taking it in the heats and going faster in the final, Cameron Leslie, but he was beaten by this man, Dadon. Ami Omer Dadon go in that middle lane, just over the 3-minute mark in qualification. The world record stands at 2:44.84 from last year, so he will be the favourite for this one. Camacho Ramirez goes from the block. David Smetany, he will have a chance of another World Championship medal, the experienced Frenchman in lane 6. He was behind Beggiato in the heats.
Well, Smetany gets off the start, not as well as the other athletes, but once he's up and into the stroke, the experienced Frenchman claws his way back through. But at the front of the field, much as we saw in the 50-metre freestyle this week, Ami Omer Dadon has gone off like a light, and he's gone flying down this first 50 meters, trying to get away from the field, because he knows that Angel Camacho Ramirez of Mexico is in very good form and builds through the race. As we see here, Omer Dadon turning, slightly different turn. It's like half tumble turn, half push off the wall. But Cameron Leslie, the two athletes who battled it out for 50 freestyle gold, are going at it again. Leslie prefers the sprint events, but he's going very, very strongly down here, having a brilliant return to global competition after sitting out the Tokyo 2020 Paralympic Games. And they're spread out, and Ami Omer Dadon has overhauled Leslie's early lead now in that centre lane, lane 4, marked out by those yellow lines, and it will be Ami Omer Dadon that leads at the turn. He'll turn in 1:24.33, with Cameron Leslie less than a second behind, and currently it's Camacho Ramirez in third position.
Yeah, Cameron Leslie sticking to the task there in lane number 2. Ami Omer Dadon is dominating this one in the centre lanes. Luigi Beggiato trying to come back into contention now. Camacho Ramirez, we know he's a strong finisher, the Mexican, in lane number 5. Smetany still in the mix as well. 5 swimmers fighting it out for the medal positions at the moment, but as they go over this final turn, Ami Omer Dadon is stretching the lead over Cameron Leslie.
And it will be Omer Dadon that goes into the wall. He's out of the wall first as well. Cameron Leslie, with that high stroke rate for New Zealand, up there in the top of the shot, will work really hard. But now we can see Camacho Ramirez. He's in a battle with Luigi Beggiato for that bronze medal.
And here comes Ami Omer Dadon now. He is going to take this one. The Israeli is going to add another title. We saw him take a world record swim in the 50 freestyle. He is going to add another one now, and this time it will be the 200 freestyle for the Israeli. The gold goes to Ami Omer Dadon, a championship record for him, 250.91. Cameron Leslie will be silver medalist again. And the bronze will go to the fast finishing Mexican, Camacho Ramirez. Beggiato in 4th.
Well, Ami Omer Dadon, as we've come to expect of him, tried to take it out, but Cameron Leslie of New Zealand just getting the first turn, and that's what set him up for a superb silver medal there. Dadon finished only once he hit the front, he just pulled away, then maintained that lead to come in for the gold medal. And Beggiato, at one point down the third length, looked like he was gaining on Camacho Ramirez, but Camacho Ramirez at these championships has really become known for those fast finishes, and he just seems to find an extra gear when everyone else is starting to feel the burn and fade. And it's another medal for the Mexican here in Funchal.
Well, Amiomer Dadon, championship record again for him. Best time for Cameron Leslie as well. An oceanic record for the New Zealander. Great swim there. 2 swimmers under the 3-minute mark. But it was the Israeli who stretched away from the field. There's the final turn. There's that almost unique turning style that Amiomer Dadon has developed over the years. Very effective for the Israeli swimmer. And he takes another title here in Funchal. And a championship record this time to add to the world record that he got in the 50 freestyle. So Amiomer Dadon takes the gold for Israel. Championship record for him. Cameron Leslie, an oceanic record. Great swim from the New Zealander for 2nd place. And another medal to the Mexican, Angel Camacho Ramirez, 3:02.44, just ahead of Beggiato and Smetany. Well, that's the end of the swimming action for the time being. We move on to some victory ceremonies. Liz and I are going to have a little bit of a breather. We'll leave you with the first presentation, this women's SB8 100 breaststroke.
The medals will be presented by President of Funchal City Hall.
As medalhas serão entregues pelo Sr. Presidente da Câmara Municipal do Funchal, Pedro Calado.
The winner of the bronze medal representing Canada.
Vencedora da medalha de bronze em representação do Canadá,
Catarina Roxa. The winner of the silver medal representing Ireland.
Vencedora da medalha de prata em representação da Irlanda,
Ellen Key. The winner of the gold medal and world champion representing Spain.
A vencedora da medalha de ouro e campeã do mundo em representação da Espanha,
Anastasia Dimitriv. Please rise, if you are able, for the national anthem of Spain.
Por favor, levantem-se, se possível, para o hino nacional de Espanha.
Madeira, your medal winners!
Madeira, palmas para as medalhadas.
The victory ceremony for the men's 100 meter breaststroke SB8.
Cerimónia de vitória para os 100 metros bruços masculinos classe SB8.
The winner of the bronze medal representing Austria.
O vencedor da medalha de bronze em representação da Áustria,
Andres Onia. The winner of the silver medal representing Spain.
o vencedor da medalha de prata em representação da Espanha,
Oscar Salguero Galisteo. The winner of the gold medal and world champion representing Chile.
o vencedor da medalha de ouro e campeão do mundo em representação do Chile,
Vicente Almonacir. Please rise if you are able for the national anthem of Chile.
por favor, levantem-se, se possível, para o hino nacional do Chile.
Madeira, your medal winners.
Madeira, palmas para os nossos medalhados.
The victory ceremony for the women's 100 meter backstroke S10.
Cerimónia de vitória para os 100 metros costas femininos classe S10.
The winner of the bronze medal representing Canada.
A vencedora da medalha de bronze em representação do Canadá,
Aurélie Riva. The winner of the silver medal representing France.
vencedora da medalha de prata em representação da França,
Annalie Roulet. The winner of the gold medal and world champion representing Hungary.
vencedora da medalha de ouro e campeã do mundo em representação da Hungria,
Bianca Papp. Please rise if you are able for the national anthem of Hungary.
por favor, levantem-se, se possível, para o hino nacional da Hungria.
Madeira, your medal winners.
Madeira, palmas para as medalhadas.
The victory ceremony for the men's 100 meters backstroke S10.
Cerimónia de vitória para os 100 metros costas masculinos classe S10.
The winner of the bronze medal representing Canada.
O vencedor da medalha de bronze em representação do Canadá,
Alexander Elliott. The winner of the silver medal representing Italy.
o vencedor da medalha de prata em representação da Itália,
Riccardo Minchiotti. Winner of the gold medal and world champion representing Italy.
o vencedor da medalha de ouro e campeão do mundo em representação da Itália,
Stefano Raimondi. Please rise if you are able for the national anthem of Italy.
Por favor, levantem-se, se possível, para o hino nacional de Itália.
Madeira, your medal winners.
Madeira, palmas para os medalhados.
Oh, there is the scene outside the Sprintara Olympic Swimming Pools complex. Final night of action here. Great setting for these championships, Liz, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been a wonderful event, and we can see how the familiarity is helping these athletes perform at these championships.
Italy, well, they're hanging on to that top spot. 24 gold medals in total. USA just 3 behind. Brazil just 1 ahead of Great Britain. And Ukraine in 13 gold medals in 5th position. Italy performed really well every night of this World Championships. We just heard the national anthem of Italy just there, and I'm sure they've got more chances to come. At least in the very next event that we are going to see, which is the women's 200 metres individual medley in the SM13 classification. Some excellent races we've had tonight already. We're building up towards the big finish of these championships. You're working on the relay already, Liz.
the 200-meter individual
Yes,
medley,
I am.
SM13
The relays,
final.
everything crescendos towards earlier. And on this final night, like we said, the stands are more full because not just have we got the fans in, but we've got the swimmers that have finished and they all load in as they finish their events and they cheer for these finalists.
Well, this is the SM13 class, swimmers with a visual impairment. Alani Ferreira, the African record holder from South Africa in one. World Championship finalist, Marianne Polo Lopez from Spain in lane number 7. Gia Pergolini, what a week she has had. 2 golds, the 100 freestyle and in the backstroke as well. Alicia Berra, the SM12 swimmer, swimming up against the SM13. She won a silver on day 1 of this competition in the butterfly. 2 bronze for Roisin Miriam for Ireland, trying to add another one tonight. Colleen Young, what a championship she's had, winning the breaststroke, silver medalist in this event in the Paralympic Games last year. But in lane 4, the world champion, Paralympic champion from Italy, the world record holder.
This is the women's 200 metres individual medley SM13 final.
Set a championship record back in 2019 in the London World Championships. Set the world record in Tokyo last year, Paralympic Games, to take that title. Well, Carlotta Gili won the 100 metres butterfly on day 1. Can she add another gold medal to her tally? Very good start there, as we've become accustomed to by Gia Pergolini. What a week she's having.
Yeah, Pergolini will have a strong first half of this race. She is the Paralympic champion on the 100 metres backstroke. She's won the 100 metres freestyle here this week. To expect her to go well, but it is Carlotta Gili in the centre who's going with Pergolini in these early stages, as is Alicia Berra there, swimming up into this classification. And now you can see Pergolini working that underwater at the top of your screen. She's going down the backstroke well, but Carlotta Gili working very hard here for the Italian in the centre lane, not wanting Pergolini to get too far ahead of her.
Yeah, Pergolini, well, she's been in great form. She will fancy that she's got a chance of taking this one ahead of the world champion and world record holder. And Pergolini has got a lead, but as we've seen so often, the breaststroke can be all important in an individual medley. And Colleen Young, the breaststroke champion this week, well, she has gone back into 3rd place. She was 6th after the butterfly, 3rd place after the backstroke, and she is coming along strongly on the breaststroke.
And on the right of your screen now, that is Colleen Young. You can see that powerful long breaststroke coming up. She's already caught her compatriot Pergolini, and now she's moving up level with Carlotta Gili as we coming down the second half of this breaststroke leg. Young will try to get as much of an advantage as she can at the end of this leg, because when they turn onto the freestyle, she'll know that there is a charge coming to catch her. Colleen Young does go over first, 152.45, 1.66 seconds behind is Carlotta Gili, and Roisin Miriam of Ireland swam well there to turn in 3rd position, but there is Pergolini at the top of the page, trying to come back into this one. She's in a battle with the Irish swimmer, but at the front, all eyes are on Gili versus Young.
Well, Young is just holding on now, but here comes the Italian in the blue cap. Surely it's too late, and Colleen Young is going to take another world title. She does. The American takes it in 2:27.89. It's silver for Gili. It is bronze for Pergolini, just 0.14 ahead of Miriam to take the bronze medal. But what a swim again for Colleen Young. She surprises us this week. Look at that, number 1. She did it in the breaststroke. She's done it again in the individual medley. Gili looks really upset with that one. Really disappointed, the Italian, to lose her title. But the Americans have 2 swimmers on the podium. What a swim again from Colleen Young. Fantastic.
Yeah, Yeah, Carlotta Gilly looks tired after that one, but Colleen Young, she gave herself a chance. She knew if she could stay in contention by the halfway point, that breaststroke of hers could tear through the field. And she did. She gave herself enough of an advantage in that breaststroke leg to then hold on for that freestyle. She actually looked very strong in the closest stages of that freestyle. She punches the air with delight. And what a swim, what a week Colleen Young has had.
Incredible swim there for Colleen Young. She was 6th after the butterfly. She was 3rd after the backstroke. She hit the front on the breaststroke leg, and she maintained that lead on the freestyle. There's Colleen Young in the bottom of those 2 yellow marked lanes. It was Pergolini and Gilly who led after the butterfly, but there's the end of the breaststroke. You just see the lead that Colleen Young has got over Carlotta Gilly. Gilly was coming back in the closing stages, but she did not have enough to catch Colleen Young. And it's the American taking the title. There's the battle for the bronze. Pergolini just winning it. And there's the champion. Colleen Young of the USA takes that title. Colleen Young is the world champion in the women's 200 metres individual medley SM13. Carlotta Gilly of Italy takes the silver, and Gia Pergolini of the USA takes the bronze. It's an African record for Alani Ferreira of South Africa. The men's 200 metres individual medley promises to be such a close contest here. 15-year-old Philipp Hebmüller from Germany goes in the outside lane. Silver medalist in the breaststroke this week. Nodare Zumgali from Kazakhstan goes in lane number 1. Paralympic Games breaststroke champion in Rio in 2016. Musabekov of Uzbekistan. There's Krilo Garashenko, gold medalist in the 100 freestyle and in the 400. Talaso Engel, breaststroke champion here this week. Watch out for him on the breaststroke leg of this one. There's Alex Portal, well supported by the French team. Silver medal in the Paralympic Games. Topped the world rankings this year, Portal. Alexei Verchenko, Ukrainian, the second Ukrainian into this final. He was the winner of the 50 freestyle and the butterfly here. And Thomas van Rooij from the Netherlands completes the lineup. Paralympic Games bronze medalist in this 200 metres individual medley, just behind Alex Portal in that final in Tokyo.
This is the men's 200-metre individual medley SM13.
So danger all over the pool. This race could go absolutely anywhere. Van Rooij fastest from the heats. Verchenko will be out fast on the butterfly. Talaso Engel, great breaststroker from Germany. He goes in lane 6. Alex Portal, the all-rounder from France, Paralympic Games silver medalist. Oh, this will be a fascinating contest in this IM.
In the heats this morning, it was Van Rooij that got away very well early on, but going well up there. In lane 3 is France's Alex Portal. He's looking to try and win France's first gold medal of these World Championships, and he's taking this one out strongly as we head towards the turn from fly to back. So it will be Portal that goes over first, 27.01 for him, with Verchenko in second and Van Rooij in third position at that first turn, but getting a great underwater there it was. Alexei Verchenko, the Ukrainian, going very well, and Van Rooij now trying to use that backstroke to get ahead. He's got a brilliant breaststroke as well, so he's going to really work this middle 100 metres.
Yeah, it looks like it is Van Rooij just heading them as they come into the halfway point. Portal will be second, Verchenko in third place. The breaststroke, as we have seen, vitally important in this individual medley. Van Vanrooy is very strong on the breaststroke, so is Portal. And also coming back, Gradashenko with that white cap just on the left of Portal there as we look at it. But Van Vanrooy with that black cap maintaining the advantage that he has over the Frenchman as they come down to this final turn. Musbekov going very well too, and Taliso Engel coming back into contention, but it will be Van Vanrooy over the turn.
And now it's just head down and fight to that wall. You can see Van Vanrooy has got the advantage. Alex Portal now, the big French man coming back, the freestyle stroke. He's already up and level with Van Vanrooy, and he's being cheered on. The Orange Army are waving, but it is Alex Portal that hits the front.
And Alex Portal surely on his way for a French gold medal here at these championships. It is gold to France. It's gold to Alex Portal in that time of 2:10.14. It's silver to Gradashenko, who gets in ahead of Thomas Van Vanrooy. But the French have done it. Alex Portal has done it. It's a gold medal and world title to them. Gradashenko came from way back to claim the silver medal for Ukraine. And it's a medal for the Dutchman. Van Vanrooy a bronze just ahead of Verchenko.
Well, Van Vanrooy did everything that he could there. He attacked that middle 100, but Alex Portal, what a swim. He's waited all week, he's had opportunity. You've really got the idea that he sensed that this is his chance to become a world champion. And as you get closer to the end of the week, the pressure mounts. You can see Van Vanrooy gave it everything. Will be a little disappointed because he will have felt the same there. But Alex Portal, to the delight of the French crowd, takes that victory.
Oh, it's joy, relief, everything going through Alex Portal's mind there. There is the French supporters. Alex Portal has done it. The French have had to wait for their moment of glory, but this man has provided them with that. He goes into backstage and we can relive this 200 meters individual medley. It just lived up to all the expectations. The lead was changing all the time. Van Vanrooy took it out, and there at the end of the breaststroke, the Dutchman had a lead of around about a second from Alex Portal, but the Frenchman so good on that freestyle.
Yeah, Portal turned onto that freestyle and unleashed that leg kick, but going at the bell at the top of that page, as Portal comes through in a clear first place to take the victory, is Kirilo Gradashenko of the Ukraine. We've talked about how strongly he's finished all week, and then he snuck in for that silver medal, but Alex Portal, you can just see how much it means to him to get that maiden global title.
Alex Portal from France takes their first title here in a time of 2:10.14. Kirilo Gradashenko, the silver medal, and Thomas Van Vanrooy with the bronze.
When you're supporting your swimmers in the races, but you must wear your masks at all times.
A não esquecer a utilização obrigatória na bancada da máscara e em todo o edifício da piscina. Por favor, utilizem a máscara tapando a boca e o nariz, sobretudo quando estamos dentro desta piscina.
The last thing I'm going to say about that race, Alex Portal, wow.
Well,
brilliant.
Alex Portal taking that title. The French very, very happy about that one. Who's going to be celebrating for this next final, the women's 100 metres freestyle in the S5 classification.
Dos 100 metros livres femininos, classe S5.
In lane
number 8. See the first of the swimmers. It's Karina Hernandez Torres from Mexico, qualified in 8th from the heats this morning. Dunia Felices from Peru goes in lane number 1. There's Jessica Tinney, seen her feature a number of finals this week. Elizabeth Noriega, Parapan medalist from 2019. Maori Yu from Japan, 2 bronze medals to her name. at these championships so far. Monica Borgioni seems to, another multi-eventer, seems to be featuring in the medals in all the events that she's done. Major part of the Italian relay team as well. And there is Joana Maria da Silva from Brazil, trying to claim another medal in these freestyle events this week. But the favourite, the world record holder, the championship record holder, is Tully Kearney from Great Britain. Tully Kearney, gold medal winner in the 50 freestyle, gold medal winner in the 200 freestyle. Is she going to add the 100 to the list of championship titles that she has got here in Funchal? Joana Maria da Silva, better known as a sprinter. She took silver in the 50 metres freestyle ahead of Borgioni. There is the Brazilian. She will go from the block. Borgioni and Kearney will start in the water.
Kearney and Borgioni who get away very similarly indeed. And it's Kearney that's already up and into a lead. She's got a body length advantage over the field. You can see that high stroke rate of Tully Kearney. She is the world record holder. She is the championship record holder. She's already got 2 world records this week and she's looking to complete the hat-trick.
Yeah, she broke a long-standing world record in the 200 freestyle yesterday. It had stood since the year 2000 and she is performing extremely well at these championships. Tully Kearney goes over and she's inside world record pace at the halfway point.
She's looking really strong there, the Great Britain athlete in that centre lane, Paralympic bronze medalist Monica Borgioni just overhauling the quick start of Da Silva Neves of Brazil, but there's no doubt where this gold medal is going to go. Tully Kearney is away from the field as the battle for silver and bronze heats up. All eyes will be on the clock at the front end of the pool.
And here comes Tully Kearney now. Is it going to be another world record swim? The record stands at 1:14.39 and Tully Kearney is inside that. 1:13.34, a new world record again for Tully Kearney. She takes the gold. It's silver to Monica Borgioni of Italy. It'll be bronze to Joana Maria da Silva. But Tully Kearney, what a performance again this week. Another world record-breaking swim for the Great Britain swimmer. And a sensational swim there for Borgioni to take silver ahead of Joana da Silva. But Tully Kearney, away and clear at the front of the field, takes another title here, our 3rd title in the freestyle events.
Yeah, all smiles there for Tully Kearney, and it was almost 2 races within one race. It was Kearney against the clock, and then Monica Borgioni and Joana da Silva battling it out for that silver and bronze medal. Borgioni having an amazing meet here. Da Silva will be happy to have picked up another medal. She tends to prefer the sprint events. But Borgioni getting the plaudits from Italy, getting on that podium again. But no one was ever going to stop Tully Kearney after she got away so quickly down that first 25 metres.
Yeah, Tully Kearney has dominated the freestyle events here at these championships, claiming another gold medal for the Great Britain team. She exits the water. She can be pleased with her work here at these championships.
Well, you can see there, just her and Borgioni got off the start together, Tully Kearney, but once she was napped and into the stroke, she just has this stroke rate that moves her through the water and pulls away from the pack. And she looked so strong in the closing stages, and she just got in ahead of that world record. That's what she came for, and that's what she got. But what a finish there for 2nd. Borgioni taking that on the stretch.
All 3 swimmers in the middle positions have had a good week here at these championships. Borgioni delighted with her time. Tully Kearney takes the women's 100 metres freestyle S5 in a new world record time. It's the Italian Monica Boccioni who gets the silver medal, and the Brazilian Joana da Silva who takes the bronze. Another world record performance there, Liz. To add to
our collection. Are we calling it our collection?
I think we've had a world record absolutely every day of these championships. It's an incredible record. Here are the men for the 100 metres freestyle. The 16-year-old Kareya Hinata from Japan, a medalist earlier this week. He leads them out in lane number 8. Puchit Angchayafum, we've seen him in a number of finals this week. The Thai swimmer has progressed his times at these championships. Alexandros Stelias Lergos, in his first major championships, he qualified in 6th position. Coral Betling Kutlu, a great swim yesterday to take the bronze medal in the 200 freestyle. First of the 2 Spanish swimmers that we will see, Luis Herta Poza, 4th place finisher in the Paralympic Games in the 200. There's the Malaysian Zulkifli, been a medalist in the sprint events at the World Championships before. He goes in lane 3, but the main contenders for this one.
Women's 100 free, and Jessica Tinney with us, coming out of the pool, and a 6th place finish. How did the swim go?
It was great. It felt really strong. Day 7 of meet, last race. I'm a little exhausted, but I'm really happy with that time.
And looking at the week, a couple of 5th place finishes, a bunch of personal bests. So, how do you bring it all together?
I mean, I really couldn't have asked for anything more for my first World Championships. I mean, I really didn't have many expectations come into it, so to do what I did, I'm really happy.
That's really great. And at this point of the week, pretty tired too in this race?
Yeah, I felt pretty tired, but I mean, I gave it everything I had in that last 100, and I'm really happy with it.
Tell us what happens next then. You're at your first World Championships, and you got that behind you now. When you get home, what's next?
Well, grad is next, and then provincials and nationals this summer, and then hopefully World Championships next summer.
We talked about that Queens thing. Yeah, you're really busy.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. I hope everyone on campus, congratulates you, and really well done job here in Portugal.
Thank you so much.
They're closest to us from the young Japanese swimmer Hinata.
Hinata's had a great debut World Championships here. He starts very well, and we can also see going very well is another teenager, Kutli, at the top of the page, but expect the experience in the center lanes to move forward, and we can see that now as Francesco Bocciardo of Italy, who's dominated the freestyle events in this classification in recent years, leading at the turn 35.31, but the fast start of Kutli has put him in a good position up there in lane 2 for Turkey, turning just 0.38 seconds behind Bocciardo.
Yeah, Bocciardo leads them through. Pons Bertrand is going to have to do something special to get back in the medal positions, but it's the blue cap of the Italian now. 15 meters to go for Francesco Bocciardo. He is going to claim another gold medal here at these World Championships. It is go for Italy. Pons Bertrand is coming through strongly for the silver medal position. It's Kutlu who takes the bronze for Turkey. Another good swim from the young Turkish swimmer. But there are the 2 rivals. Bocciardo taking the gold again. Pons Bertrand the silver. And Kutlu taking the bronze medal. The result of the 200 freestyle was repeated in that 100 freestyle. Another great performance from the Italian.
Well, your Bocciardo, he doesn't panic. He knows that he's not going to be straight out there, and you can see that result getting confirmed there. Another title for the Italian.
Bocciardo takes the gold medal for Italy. Anthony Pons-Bertrand the silver, and Kutlu the bronze.
Winning run, the Tokyo champion is now champion of the world again here in Madeira.
Pons-Bertrand was down at the turn. There's Bocciardo. Kutlu had a good start, Hinata had a good start, but they came to the turn. Bocciardo was in first position. Pons-Bertrand down in fourth there, behind the early leaders, Kutlu and Zulkifli from Malaysia, but they came through. The Spanish swimmer came through strongly, as we thought he might in the second 50, but there was Bocciardo away and clear at the front.
Yeah, there was no doubt that Bocciardo in those final stages were going to take that. Pons-Bertrand finishing strongly, and that really fast start from Koral Kutlu for Turkey up in lane 2 is what held off the late challenge of Zulkifli in the final stages, so that the Turkish athlete took another bronze medal.
Yeah, he's mixing it with the big names. Kutlu, 2 bronze medals at the World Championships, but there is the world champion, and adding again to Italy's medal tally as we go to our next set of medal presentations. The women's 400 freestyle S11 will kick us off.
Cerimónia de vitória para os 400 metros livres femininos, classe S11.
The medals will be presented by Head of World Para Swimming.
As medalhas serão entregues pelo responsável da World Para Swimming,
Craig Nicholson. The winner of the bronze medal representing Mexico,
a vencedora da medalha de bronze em representação do México,
Matilde Alcazar Figueroa. The winner of the silver medal representing the Netherlands,
a vencedora da medalha de prata em representação dos Países Baixos,
Lisette Bronsma. The winner of the gold medal and world champion representing United States of America,
a vencedora da medalha de ouro e campeã do mundo em representação dos Estados Unidos da América,
Anastasia Pagones. Please rise if you are able for the national anthem of the United States of America.
Por favor, levantem-se, se possível, para o hino dos Estados Unidos da América.
Madeira, your medal winner!
Madeira, palmas para as medalhadas.
The victory ceremony for the men's 400 meters freestyle S11.
Cerimónia de vitória para os 400 metros livres masculinos, classe S11.
The winner of the bronze medal representing Japan,
o vencedor da medalha de bronze em representação do Japão,
Uchu Tomita. The winner of the silver medal representing Ukraine,
Vencedor da medalha de prata em representação da Ucrânia,
Mikhailo Serbin. The winner of the gold medal and world champion representing the Netherlands,
vencedor da medalha de ouro e campeão do mundo em representação dos Países Baixos,
Roger Dorsman. Please rise if you are able for the national anthem of the Netherlands.
Por favor, levantem-se, se possível, para o hino nacional dos Países Baixos.
Madeira, your medal winners.
Madeira, os vossos medalhados.
The victory ceremony for the women's 100 meters freestyle S7.
Cerimónia de vitória para os 100 metros livres femininos classe S7.
Winner of the bronze medal representing Germany,
Vencedora da medalha de bronze em representação da Alemanha,
Denise Grau. The winner of the silver medal representing Italy,
vencedora da medalha de prata em representação da Itália,
Giulia Terzi. The winner of the gold medal and world champion representing United States of America,
vencedora da medalha de ouro e campeã do mundo em representação dos Estados Unidos da América,
Mackenzie Cohen.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Please rise if you're able for the national anthem of the United States of America.
Por favor, levantem-se, se possível, para o hino dos Estados Unidos da América.
Madeira, your medal winners.
Madeira, palmas às medalhadas.
The victory ceremony S7.
Cerimónia de vitória para os 100 metros livres masculinos classe S7.
The winner of the bronze medal representing Colombia.
O vencedor da medalha de bronze em representação da Colômbia,
Carlos Serrano Zarate. The winner of the silver medal representing Italy.
o vencedor da medalha de prata em representação da Itália,
Federico Bichelli. Winner of the gold medal and world champion representing Ukraine.
o vencedor da medalha de ouro e campeão do mundo em representação da Ucrânia,
Andrei Tussol. Please rise if you are able for the national anthem of Ukraine.
por favor, levantem-se, se possível, para o hino nacional da Ucrânia.
Madeira, your medal winner.
Madeira, palmas para os medalhados.
So, some more swimming action for us to enjoy on this last night of competition here at the World Para Swimming Championships 2022. There is the Paralympic swimming pools complex again. The sun just going down. We've seen it all week. It is just such a great venue for these championships. Beautiful island here in Madeira. We're well looked after by the organisers of this competition here in Funchal. It's been a good week, Liz. It's not over yet, though.
No, and it's still building, and a lot of those local organisers and volunteers are building up to another big home medal hopeful later in this programme, and not too much longer to wait.
Well, first event we are going to see is the women's 100 freestyle in the S3 classification. And leading them out is the S2 swimmer in this final, swimming up against the S3s. Fabiola Ramirez Martinez, second Mexican. We'll go in lane number one, Heidi Chaves Perez. Nikita Enns, medalist this morning in the 200. She goes in lane number 7. Larissa Rodriguez. Excellent swim she had to take a medal in the individual medley earlier this week. There is second Brazilian swimmer, Diana Pereira Barreto, already a medalist at these championships in the backstroke. Patricia Valle, well, she is in her 9th World Championships. What a record the experience Mexican has got. Here is Ellie Chalice, 2 silvers and that gold in the breaststroke for her this week. But this lady has been absolutely dominant in this classification. 5 individual golds for Leanne Smith, plus 1 in the relay. She is one of the most decorated athletes at these championships. Leanne Smith holds the world and championship record. She set that championship record in qualification this morning. World record has only stood for a couple of months. She set that in the Indianapolis World Para Series back in April. I wonder if Leanne Smith will want to challenge that record that she set back then. Just under the 130 mark. There's Ellie Chalice. She's had a good week. Patricia Valle again on the podium at a World Championships. The Mexican will start in the water. The 2 swimmers in the centre going from the blocks.
Yeah, Ellie Chalice getting away well for Great Britain, but has that become the trademark of the week? As expected, it is Leanne Smith in that lane to the left of Ellie Chalice for the United States of America. That's up and away already. Ellie Chalice will be aiming to get under the 150-metre mark, but Leanne Smith will be very, very hard to catch. She's come into this championships in emphatic form, and she's taking that speed down this first 50 metres.
Leanne Smith trying to add another gold medal to her tally. She may well become the most decorated athlete at these championships if she can win this one. And she is on her way, and she is inside world record pace as she comes down this second lane.
Ellie Chalice for Great Britain turns second, and going well at the moment is Patricia Valle of Mexico in that 3rd place. There'll be a battle on for the bronze, but it looks like the gold medal has already been decided. It's Smith against the clock as Chalice chases for home.
And here comes Leanne Smith, surely on her way to a 7th gold medal. Is it going to be inside the world record time? We'll keep an eye on the clock. 1:29.83 was the time she set in April. Is she going to be inside? I think she might be. She is. 1:27.62. Leanne Smith takes another title here in Madeira, and it is a world record swim. 1:27.62. She was a long way ahead of the 2nd place swimmer, and that is Ellie Chalice of Great Britain, who touches in 1:48.42. An excellent time there for Ellie Chalice, but what a battle for the bronze medal. Is it going to be Patricia Valle, or is it going to be Maria Pereira Barreto? I think it might be Patricia Valle will get in there for another medal for the experienced Mexican. Her 9th World Championship, and she has medaled in every single one of them. What a great record for the Mexican.
Well, as the final swimmers come in now, it will be Larissa Rodriguez who touches just ahead of Nikita Enns of Canada. And in 8th place, rounding it out, is the S2 athlete swimming up, Fabiola Ramirez Martinez. She's competing in this S3 category here, but all smiles for the gold and silver medalist. They've shared that podium a number of times this week already. And Leanne Smith will be leaving Funchal one very happy swimmer.
She certainly will be. 7 gold medals now for the US swimmer, and a world record swim tonight. Incredible incredible performance there from Leanne Smith.
Yeah, well, Smith equaled the world record in the 50 meters freestyle earlier this week, so we know she was coming into this with good speed, and there she just backed that up, and actually a very, very strong second 50 there. Great swim from Great Britain's Ali Chalice to take another superb silver medal in what has been a busy program for her this week. She swum more events than she typically does on the global stage, and everybody's smiling here in this pool tonight.
Leanne Smith takes another world title here in the women's 100 freestyle S3 in a world record time of 1:27.62. Ellie Chalice from Great Britain takes the silver, and Mexico's Patricia Valle takes the bronze. Leanne Smith being absolutely dominant. 7 gold medals at these championships. I'm not sure if anyone can challenge that, but with the relay later on, you might find some people like Raimondi possibly might just get up to beat Leanne Smith in terms of number of medals.
Yeah, there's potential for that to happen, but Leanne Smith, everything she's touched here has turned to gold. She'd won even those that she maybe came in thinking she'd have a bigger challenge, but she's just hit this meet in the form of her life. And the Americans have actually got a very, very strong squad here. We've seen them come back after the Paralympics. They've built a squad. They've got a lot of new swimmers, but then they've got the likes of Leanne Smith really stepping up and leading from the front.
And
Women's 100 freestyle S3 just finished, and Nikita ends with a 6th place finish, but a silver medal this morning in the 200. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Tell us about this morning.
Yeah, this morning it was great. The long races are kind of my favorites. You can kind of settle into a rhythm and finish hard, and it felt really good to represent Canada winning a silver.
Well done. And at the end of the week here, you know, it's been a long week. You've had lots of events, and even tonight, did you feel a little bit of the fatigue?
A little bit, yeah, but that's the game, right? You got to press through it, so.
Even though I mentioned that, but the fact is that you were just about 1 second off of the Canadian record, so an excellent way to wrap up this week, and all in all, it was good. What's next for you this summer?
What's next for me is Nationals in Montreal.
So right back in the pool and right back out?
Right back in the pool, yeah.
Good job, Nikita. Silver medal this morning and the 6th place finish of the night in the women's 100 freestyle. Well done.
Go in lane number 6 for Mexico, the first of the 2 Mexicans in this final. Josiah Top, he's hoping to add another medal. The German swimmer going in lane number 3, but the 2 swimmers in the centre, they will be the ones to beat. Jesus Hernandez, twice a gold medalist at these championships, and Vicente Boni, the fastest qualifier from the heats, bronze medalist in the 200 freestyle. The Italian goes in lane number 4. The 2 Mexicans in 5 and 6. Expect a fast start from Germany's Josiah Top. He goes in lane number 3, the 19-year-old Josiah Top. Well, we know what his tactics are going to be, Liz. It's just go out fast and try and hang on for the German.
Yeah, we'll see him start really well, use that underwater, and then try and stay ahead as the athletes in the middle chase him down.
Mexican Diego Lopez Diaz holds the world and championship record. Here is Vincenzo Boni, Josiah Top. Go from the block. Everyone else going from the water in this 100 freestyle S3.
It is tough. That's gone for that underwater, but you can already see the Mexican closest to us, Zarate Rodriguez, with that single arm stroke getting away well too. It is Jesus Hernandez of Mexico that has the fastest time in the world this year. He's chasing down the fast start of the young German there. You can see in lane 5 as we go through, and he's just about now coming level with Toft as they enter the final stages of this first 50 metres. Vincenzo Boni gaining speed with every stroke as well. The Italian in that centre lane, fastest qualifier for this final. He's just overhauled Zarate Rodriguez, but it is Hernandez that turns first at the turn. 46.69 for him, and he leads the way.
And it's looking good for Hernandez here as he comes off the turn. He's looking strong. Vincenzo Boni giving chase now. Top is trying to hold on to third position as Zarate Rodriguez coming back for the Mexicans as well. But here comes Vincenzo Boni from Italy. Hernandez, he just has the edge here. They're coming into 15 metres. Vincenzo Boni is definitely closing here. In the closing stages, it is going to be Hernandez. I think he might just hold on. Increases the stroke rate into the last 3 metres. It is going to go to Mexico. It goes to Jesus Hernandez. Vincenzo Boni with a silver medal, and Josiah Top will take a bronze for Germany. Another medal for the Germans tonight. They're having a good night here on this final night of action in Funchal. It's 4th place to Zarate Rodriguez, 5th place to Grant Patterson. And the swimmers just finishing now. Leshniak will just get in ahead of Lorenas Albayas. But there is the winner, Jesus Hernandez. He took it out strong as Bruno Becker da Silva finishes the distance, the final swimmer to finish. But he was chased all the way back by the Italian Vincenzo Boni. Great swim from the Italian in the second half of this race.
Yeah, Boni got stronger with every stroke that he took, and he was gaining. But Hernandez had done enough off the start, as had that man there, 19-year-old Josiah Toth from Germany, who's really come through at this competition.
Jesus Hernandez takes the gold in the men's 100 freestyle S3. Vincenzo Boni the silver, and Josiah Toth picks up another bronze medal for himself and for the German team.
Here we see that start of Toth. He goes in first, he dives off the block and he uses that underwater, but Hernandez had such a high stroke rate off the starting block. That was where the power came from, that was where the advantage came from, because once they were into the meat of the swim, it was Vincenzo Boni that was picking up pace, as we could see with every single stroke that he took. But Hernandez, another victory for him, and he looked a bit more comfortable after that one than he did last night when he took the victory. Smiles tonight. He was too tired to smile last night.
He was. Puff out of the cheeks there for Jesus Hernandez. He did a great job, just got his tactics absolutely spot on. Vincenzo Boni, a good swim for the Italian. He's had a good end to this week of competition. And he takes a silver medal for the Italian team. Mexico add another gold to their tally. Next final is due out now. We move to the 50 metre start end, and it's the women's 50 metres butterfly for the S6 classification. Maria Tsakonis from Greece leads them out. Olympian for her country in the Paralympic Games last year. Sophia Herzog, already a medalist this week in the breaststroke 100. Breaststroke silver medalist. There's Nora Meister. What can she do from lane 7? With bronze medals for her. 400 in the backstroke. There's Laila Suzagan Abate. Goes in lane number 2. Anna Hunter, a world record breaker in the 50 freestyle. The Ukrainian will swim in lane number 6. Sara Vargas Blanco, the winner of the 100 freestyle, is behind Hunter in the 50. And Ellie Marks, bronze medalist in that 50 freestyle. Paralympic bronze medalist last year in this event. And there's the Paralympic silver medalist. Nicole Turner took her first Paralympic medal in Tokyo last year. Took her first World Championship medal in 2019. That was a bronze in those World Championships in London.
This is the women's 50 meters
Nicole Turner looking for an upgrade. She goes in lane number 4. Ellie Marks goes in 5. She may be a threat. Those two Paralympic medalists from last year. World record was set in that Paralympic final by Jiang from China. Turner in 4. Marks in 5. Hontar in 6.
Is Vargas Blanco and Turner who get away off the block well, but now that they're up into the stroke, Ellie Marks of the USA going very well, as is Anna Hontar of the Ukraine. Nicole Turner will look to come back on Marks and take the lead, but Marks is the fastest in the world this year. That white hat of Ireland coming through strongly. It's all very tight as we come into the final few meters.
Well, Marks has the reach at the finish. Turner has got to try and forge ahead now. All 4 swimmers coming in absolutely together. It's a blanket finish and it goes to Marks. She takes it for the USA. It is Vargas Blanco with the silver for Colombia. What a finish from the Colombian. And it's bronze to Ireland. Nicole Turner takes the bronze medal just ahead of Anna Hontar. But Ellie Marks coming into the closing stages there. We knew she would have the reach over Vargas Blanco and Turner in the closing stages, and she just managed to hold off the challenge. Great swim there from Marks to take that title.
There was little separating the two athletes in the centre lane after the heat. Ellie Marks just qualifying in second place by 0.2 of a second, but there, once they were off the block and into the stroke, Ellie did go very well to hit the top of the result sheet.
50 metres butterfly S6 champion is Ellie Marks from the USA, just 0.1 of a second ahead of Sarah Vargas Blanco, who was only 8/100ths ahead of Nicole Turner for the bronze. Marks there. Well, it was such a close race. 4 swimmers all in a row as they approached the finish there.
Yeah, Vargas Blanco got off the block very well, but then it was Turner and Marks that were ahead, and actually Vargas Blanco came through, but she just got the stretch at the end there, touching just ahead of Nicole Turner. And Anna Hontar, on this occasion, the fast speed of the Ukrainian not enough to break through onto that podium.
Volunteers, wherever you are in the building, a huge thank you from everybody.
What a contest there at the front. It was so difficult to see for us to call here in the commentary box. Thank goodness for electronic timing.
Well, it certainly lived up to the billing.
It certainly did. Great swims there. There's the Irish fans. There's Ellen Keane's parents there on the right. Nicole Turner as well, her family in the arena here. Another medal for Nicole Turner. She's had good championships.
Yeah, yes, the Irish having a good night here as well. They've got a small team, but this day has been a big one for them.
The men about to come out now for the 50 metres butterfly final. Teas de Andrade, the Argentinian, leads them out. Already been a medalist at these championships. Panagiotis Christakis, sprinter for the Greek team, European medalist. Antonio Fantin, freestyle treble that he has won this week, the 50, the 100 and the 400 freestyle. There's Ikarin Moitat from Thailand, another Thai swimmer making the final. Juan Jose Gutierrez Bermudez goes in lane 6. 2 bronze medals to Gutierrez Bermudez here. One of the favourites for this one will be David Sanchez Sierra, European champion back in 2018. Lauren Chardin, great support from the French. He's the world silver medalist back in 2019. Nelson Crispin. Well, another swimmer who's had an excellent week. A Paralympic bronze medalist, the World Championship bronze medalist in 2019. Crispin looking to add another gold medal to his tally at these championships. Crispin took the gold in the breaststroke, took the gold in the individual medley. Is he gonna take the gold in this butterfly? Long-standing championship record under the 30-second mark. Crispin will go in 4. Chardard there in lane number 5.
Is David Sierra Sanchez, who gets away very well initially off the block, but once they're up and into the strokes, it is Chardard of France and Crispin in hot pursuit of the early Spanish reaction time there. And now we can see Crispin of Colombia and Chardard of France neck and neck as they come under the flags.
Well, it's all about the timing here. Who's going to touch the wall first? It is Chardard from France. Finishes on that long arm and takes the world title ahead of Nelson Crispin, who takes the silver. And third position will go to Sanchez Sierra of Spain. The French are jumping in front of us. It's a European record for the Frenchman to take the gold ahead of Nelson Crispin. But what a great finish. It was all about the timing of the stroke there for Laurent Chardard. He only has one arm. He would have to just time it absolutely perfectly to get the touch ahead of Nelson Crispin. And that is exactly what he did.
Yes, Sanchez Sierra, they're also delighted to make it onto that podium for Spain.
Chardard takes the title in a European record time of 31.14, with Nelson Crispin a silver, another medal to the Colombian, and a delighted David Sanchez Sierra with the bronze.
Well, we've talked about countries having big nights. What a night for France. They've waited all week for a gold medal, and now they have two. You can see the difference in the way that these athletes swim, and Sanchez Sierra getting away so well there for Spain. That's what gave him the opportunity to make it onto that podium. Crispin and Chardard, it came down to the touch at the end, and that long arm of Chardard getting into the wall first. You can see how much it means to the Frenchman that he will be standing on top of that podium. And there are the French supporters that were bouncing up and down in front of us.
Oh, what a great night for the French team. 2 medals, 2 gold medals. Excellent stuff from Laurent Chardard. Really pleased to see him on top of the podium. And he, I'm sure, will enjoy that medal presentation, which will be coming up very shortly. The next set of medal presentations about to come out now. And it will be women S4 classification, 200 freestyle.
The victory ceremony for the women's 200 meter freestyle S4.
Cerimónia de vitória para os 200 metros livres femininos classe S4.
The medals will be presented by Vice President of the Portuguese Swimming Federation.
As medalhas serão entregues pelo Vice-Presidente da Federação Portuguesa de Natação, Jorge Cruz.
The winner of the bronze medal representing Brazil.
A vencedora da medalha de bronze em representação do Brasil,
Patrícia Pereira dos Santos. The winner of the silver medal representing Brazil.
Vencedora da medalha de prata em representação do Brasil,
Lídia Vieira da Cruz. the winner of the gold medal and world champion, representing Germany.
Vencedora da medalha de ouro e campeã do mundo em representação da Alemanha,
Tanja Schulz. Please rise if you are able for the national anthem of Germany.
levantem-se, por favor, se possível, para o hino da Alemanha.
Madeira, your medal winners.
Madeira, palmas para as medalhadas.
The victory ceremony for the men's 200 meters freestyle S4.
Cerimónia de vitória para os 200 metros livres masculinos classe S4.
The winner of the bronze medal representing Mexico.
O vencedor da medalha de bronze em representação do México,
Ángel Camacho Ramírez. The winner of the silver medal representing New Zealand.
vencedora da medalha de prata em representação da Nova Zelândia,
Cameron Leslie. The winner of the gold medal and world champion, representing Israel.
vencedor da medalha de ouro e campeão do mundo em representação de Israel,
Ami Omer Dadeon. Please rise if you are able for the national anthem of Israel.
Por favor, levantem-se, se possível, para o hino nacional de Israel.
Madeira, your medal winners.
Madeira, uma salva de palmas aos medalhados.
The victory ceremony for the women's 200 meters individual medley SM13.
Cerimónia de vitória para os 200 metros estilos femininos classe SM13.
The winner of the bronze medal representing United States of America.
Vencedora da medalha de bronze em representação dos Estados Unidos da América,
Gia Bergolini. The winner of the silver medal representing Italy.
Vencedora da medalha de prata em representação da Itália,
Carlotta Zilli. The winner of the gold medal and world champion representing United States of America.
vencedora da medalha de ouro e campeã do mundo em representação dos Estados Unidos da América,
Colleen Young. Please rise if you are able for the national anthem of the United States of America.
Por favor, levantem-se, se possível, para o hino dos Estados Unidos da América.
Madeira, your medal winners.
Madeira, umas palmas para as medalhadas.
The victory ceremony for the men's 200 meters individual medley SM13.
Cerimónia de vitória para os 200 metros estilos masculinos classe SM13.
The winner of the bronze medal representing the Netherlands.
Vencedor da medalha de bronze em representação dos Países Baixos,
Thomas van Wanrooy. The winner of the silver medal representing Ukraine.
Vencedor da medalha de prata em representação da Ucrânia,
Kirilo Galichenko. the winner of the gold medal and world champion representing France.
Vencedor da medalha de ouro e campeão do mundo em representação de França,
Alex Porta. Please rise if you are able for the national anthem of France.
levantem-se, se possível, para o hino nacional de França.
Madeira, your medal winner!
Madeira, palmas para os medalhados.
Celebrations for the French in the stands and on the medal podium. What a night for the French team tonight.
And the volume in here definitely went up a notch or two for that one. Another medal presentation for them coming up a bit later on. They've saved the best to last in many respects.
French having a very good night tonight here in the Pintada Olympic Swimming Pools complex. See the sun just setting on these championships for the last time. Can bring you the latest standings. Look at that, Liz. The USA pulled up to within one of Italy. Great Britain and Brazil level now on 17 apiece, with Ukraine on 13. You can add another name to your medal table tonight. Another country, another two countries.
Two countries going on to my medal table tonight. Well, actually, now they can both go on, can't they? Chile and France both receiving their gold medals. That's how my medal table works. Remember,
it's a system that works. Liz, stick with it. The women's 50 freestyle S9. This is the one that the host nation have been looking forward to since these championships began 7 days ago. Hannah Aston, the American medalist in the backstroke, leads them out in the outside lane. Katarina Roxan, her second final tonight, saw her take a medal in the breaststroke. She goes in lane number one. Another Chilean swimmer in the final, Chiara Godel Soto. Chile having a good night here in the pool. Medalist in the relay for the Netherlands team, Florian Bulcher. She goes in lane number two. Dani Jimenez, another final for the Argentinian tonight. We saw her as well in the breaststroke. Sarai Gascon, 3 times a world champion in this event, the former world record holder from Spain. And now the welcome for the home favourite, Susana Veiga, the European champion here in Madeira last year. Can she add the world title? Or will this lady spoil the host nation's party? Mariana Ribeiro, Brazil, fastest from the qualification heats. Ribeiro took a gold in the 100 freestyle, looking to add the 50 to that title. But the Portuguese swimmer, Susana Veiga, very much the 50 specialist. She goes in lane number 5. Host nation swimmer. Can she get to the top of the podium? Can we get another medal for the host nation? Can Sarai Gascon win another world title? The favourite will be Ribeiro in lane 4.
Well, all pretty evenly away there. Jimenez had a good start for Argentina, but it is the tall swimmer from Brazil, Mariana Ribeiro, in that yellow hat, going well as Veiga tries to chase her down, as does Sarai Gascon of Spain, but it's the Brazilian leading the way.
It is that yellow cap of Brazil. Veiga trying to come back. Now the Portuguese swimmer. She's not going to catch her though. It is going to be goal to Ribeiro. Ribeiro takes it. And it's over to Susana Veiga from the host nation. Another medal for Sarai Gascon of Spain. But it is Mariana Ribeiro who will take the gold medal for Brazil. It's another medal to the host nation. Susana Veiga, 28.90 for the Portuguese swimmer in the silver medal position. And Sarai Gascon taking the bronze. Well, it was always going to be a tough ask. Ribeiro has been in great form at these championships. Mariana Ribeiro takes the gold in the women's 50 meters freestyle S9. It's another medal to the host nation, silver this time for Susana Veiga, and the bronze goes to Sarai Gascon of Spain.
Well, there is your winner, Mariana Ribeiro. It was the start that did it. That was where she got up and into her stroke, because Veiga was coming back with every stroke to dip under that 29 seconds. Ribeiro has been the one in form. She swam a superb 100 meters freestyle earlier in the week, but Veiga also had a very good 100 meters, so we knew that she had that speed on the 50. Clear victory there for Brazil, but what a finish as well from Sarai Gascon to get another World Championship medal for Spain.
The Brazilian has been the in-form swimmer in the freestyle events in this classification. There's Susana Veiga. Oh, she dearly wanted a gold medal on this final night of competition. It is a silver though for the host nation. She should be proud of what she's done. Just dipping under that 29-second mark, the Portuguese swimmer.
Final night of competition here in Madeira, Portugal. Katrina, 6th place finish in the women's 53. And that was smoking fast.
Honestly, you know, like, it felt so good. I was like, the stress of the 100 breaststroke is gone. You know, I just like, you know what, have fun. Last race of the meet, just go enjoy yourself. I was having a ball in the call room, you know. It was great. I swam, I threw everything I had left into that race, and it came out awesome.
Well, 30.38, that's a good time. Huh?
Oh, really good time. Canadian record, so I'm so pumped.
Good for you. You got the medal tonight, a new Canadian record. This has been a good week?
You know what? It's been a really good week. Like, this is the first best time I've hit, so I'm happy. I mean, obviously I wanted to perform better in my other individual races, but you know what? It's been a great week, so I can't complain.
Good for you. And how has the team been in general? This has been a good meet for the entire team.
Honestly, it's such a good team. It's so many new people coming up, and like not even just like coming up and just swimming a race. They're making finals. They're doing Canada proud. They're doing themselves proud. And you know what? It's like it shows us veterans like, okay, you need to step up as well, and it's great. It's a great reminder for us as well.
Katerina Roxon, you made us proud today too with that bronze.
Thank you so much.
The world champion, the world record holder, Simone Barlam, set that world record at the World Championships back in 2019. He has been in world record-breaking form this week. Incredible win in the backstroke and a sensational world record as well in the 100 freestyle. Simone Barlam very much the favourite. He goes in lane number 4. Jamal Hill from the USA, Paralympic bronze medalist. William Martin, the Australian, he will be fast in lane 3. But Barlam, the blue cap of Italy, right in the centre.
Well, as they get away, it will be Barlam that pops up, and he's off and into his stroke. Jamal Hill going very well for the United States of America, but it's Barlam who's edged away and in front from the chasing pack.
Barlam just pulling away now from Jamal Hill in second position now. Also going well is Solberg, but Barlam hits the wall and he equals his world record time. 24.00 for Simone Barlam. Another world record swim for the Italian. Jamal Hill and Frederick Solberg tie for the silver medal position, but it is Simone Barlam. Another title here. He matches what he did in the London World Championships. 5 gold medals, and there are the joint silver medalists, Frederick Solberg and Jamal Hill. Frederick Solberg getting Norway on to the list of countries who have won a medal, but Simone Barlam, the second half of that 50 really belonged to the Italian. He was a huge favourite for that one. He was challenged in the early stages by Jamal Hill. Solberg was really strong at the finish there. Simone Barlam takes the world title in the men's 50 freestyle S9, equaling his own world record time. It's an equal silver medal for Frederick Solberg and Jamal Hill, just ahead of William Martin of Australia.
Well, they got away well, which is so important in this 50 meters freestyle. Jamal Hill, the 50s freestyle specialist, he was up there challenging for half of the race, but Barlam just moved away, and actually Solberg looked like he was going to come through to snatch it from the American in the closing stages, but a tie for that silver medal, a tie of the world record. That race had it all.
Here's the 2 silver medalists. They are delighted to be on the podium. Frederick Solberg, first Norwegian medal, I think, at these championships.
Yeah, we're still adding countries to the medal table. We're still adding countries to the gold medal tally. It's the perfect way to finish the evening off as we go to get some more medals before the final hurrah.
Yeah, next medalist on their way. It's the women's S5 100 freestyle. And here they come.
Freestyle S5.
Cerimónia de vitória para os 100 metros livres femininos classe S5.
The medals will be presented by Vice President of the Portuguese Swimming Federation.
As medalhas serão entregues pelo Vice-Presidente da Federação Portuguesa de Natação, Miguel Miranda.
The winner of the bronze medal, representing Brazil.
A vencedora da medalha de bronze em representação do Brasil,
Johanna da Silva Neves Eusebio. The winner of the silver medal, representing Italy.
A vencedora da medalha de prata em representação da Itália,
Monica Boccioni. The winner of the gold medal and world champion, representing Great Britain.
A vencedora da medalha de ouro e campeã do mundo em representação da Grã-Bretanha,
Tali Kearney. Please rise if you are able for the national anthem of Great Britain.
Por favor, levantem-se, se possível, para o hino nacional da Grã-Bretanha. palmas para as medalhadas.
The victory ceremony for the men's 100 meters freestyle S5.
Cerimónia de vitória para os 100 metros livres masculinos classe S5.
The winner of the bronze medal representing Turkey.
Vencedor da medalha de bronze em representação da Turquia,
Koral Bekim Kutlu. The winner of the silver medal representing Spain.
Vencedor da medalha de prata em representação da Espanha,
Anthony Ponce Bertrand. The winner of the gold medal and world champion representing Italy.
o vencedor da medalha de ouro e campeão do mundo em representação da Itália,
Francesco Bocciato. Please rise if you are able for the national anthem of Italy.
Por favor, levantem-se, se possível, para o hino nacional de Itália.
Madeira, your medal winners.
Madeira, palmas para os medalhados.
There is the scene, the sun is setting on the hillside in Funchal. It is just about to set on these championships as well, Liz. There it is streaming through the windows in the ceiling here in this great arena in Madeira. 3 more races to come in terms of the swimming action. There we are. We've got a little bit crowd of people there on the stairwells here. All the athletes coming in and trying to get a view of these final 3 races. But it's been a great championships, Liz, so far, and it's not finished yet. Some 3 excellent races still to come. We've got the 100 butterfly in the S14 classes for women and for men, and then the very exciting finale, the relay event to finish off the championships.
Yeah, you can see there the flags are out. We've been treated to so many amazing performances from so many amazing swimmers and countries, and we're still adding countries to the medal table as we go into these final 3 events.
Well, the final women's individual event is the 100 meters butterfly for the S14 classification. Mami Inui from Japan leads them out in lane number 8.
Lane 1, representing Thailand.
It's the Thai swimmer, Natharine Kajormata, going in the outside lane in lane number 1.
Lane 7,
European
Austria,
silver
Janina
medalist
Falk.
Janina Falk from Austria. She goes in lane number 7, the
In
Austrian
lane 2,
swimmer.
representing Australia,
Paralympic
Ruby Storm.
bronze medalist Ruby Storm goes in lane number 2. She may pose a
lane
threat
6,
for the
representing
Australian
Great
team.
Britain, Louise
Louise Fiddis has had a good week. Couple of bronze medals for
In lane
Fiddis.
3, representing Great
In
Britain,
lane number
Poppy
6.
Maskill.
Debutant for the GB team. In lane number 3, Poppy Maskill was in that relay team that won gold yesterday. Jessica Jane Applegate,
In lane 4, representing Australia,
World Championship
Paige
silver medalist
Leonhardt.
in 2019. Next to the Paralympic Games silver medalist last year, that was Paige Leonhardt of Australia. Well, Great Britain have
This is the women's
dominated
100 metres
the
butterfly
women's events in the
S14
S14 class,
final.
with the exception of the breaststroke, which went to Michelle Alonso Morales of Spain. 3 Great Britain swimmers in this one, but the Australians, silver and bronze medalists at the Paralympic Games last year, will start as marginal favourites for this one. The 2 yellow caps of Australia is Leonhardt in lane 4.
Well, getting away well, it was the red cap of Great Britain for Jessica Jane Applegate. Paige Leonhardt, one lane up from her, will look to try and take this out to the 50 metres. And she's coming level now with Applegate as she hits the front. Poppy Maskill going well, one lane up for Great Britain, as is Ruby Storm. But there's 2 swimmers in the centre lane taking this one to the turn.
Well, Leonhardt and Applegate, they are side by side, stroke for stroke there. 0.14 of a second separating them. Kajormata going well there, right up there in lane number 1 in the mix. It looks like it might be a head-to-head here. Paige Leonhardt just edging Jessica Jane Applegate, but Applegate fighting back. The Great Britain swimmer is just going behind Paige Leonhardt now. It's a close contest for 3rd, but it looks like Leonhardt might just forge ahead of Applegate to claim this title. It is going to be gold for the Australian. It's Paige Leonhardt takes the gold, and Jessica Jane Applegate the silver medal, and another good swim from Poppy Maskill to take the bronze medal for Great Britain. The fast finishing Poppy Maskill coming through, but Paige Leonhardt with that oceanic record is the champion.
There's Ruby Storm there, congratulating her compatriot on that incredibly quick time to take the gold medal. Ruby Storm had a great turn, came off the wall well, but just got overhauled by Poppy Maskill in the final stages. And there is your winner, Paige Leonhardt, in that oceanic record, 105.27.
Now Jessica Jane Applegate gave absolutely everything. What a first championship Poppy Maskill has had for this Great Britain team, winning another medal to add to her tally this week. A real star for the Great Britain team, the young swimmer Poppy Maskill. Well, there is the champion. The 2 Australians congratulate each other. Poppy Maskill goes into the backstage area as the bronze medalist. Paige Leonhardt takes the women's 100 metres butterfly S14 title in a new oceanic record of 105.27. Jessica Jane Applegate and Poppy Maskill take the silver and bronze for Great Britain.
Well, it was Applegate that got the best of the underwater, but once they were up and into the swimming, it was Leonhardt that knew she needed to be leading at the turn, and she was fractionally ahead of Applegate as they pushed off the wall. And then the battle for the bronze medal was up at the top of the pool, but Leonhardt in the final stages of the race pulled away to get a convincing win in the end. The only swimmer to go under that 60-second mark in that final.
Now Paige Leonhardt, the champion, but she was pressed all the way there by Jessica Jane Applegate. Real good effort there from Jessica Jane Applegate. Leonhardt was stronger at the end and takes the gold medal for the Australian team. Men's 100 metres butterfly for the S14 classification. Japanese swimmer, first of the two Japanese swimmers in this final, Anku Matsuda in lane number 8. European silver medalist from Iceland, Robert Isaac Jonsson. Second Japanese swimmer, winner of the breaststroke title here in Madeira, Naohide Yamaguchi. Cho Won-sang, the World Championship silver medalist back in 2017, goes in lane 2. Alexander Hillhouse, a medalist in the backstroke earlier this week, goes in lane 6. Benjamin Hans from Australia, what a week he has had, winning the backstroke. Bronze medalist in the Paralympic Games last year. Rhys Dunn, the world champion from 2019, silver medalist in the Paralympic Games behind this man, Gabriel Bandeira of Brazil. Bandeira set a new world record just over a month ago in Sao Paulo. Time of 54.18. Championship record held by Rhys Dunn. He won that world title in London in 2019 at 54.46. Bandeira goes in 4, the world record holder, the world champion Rhys Dunn goes in 5. Paralympic bronze medalist from Australia, Benjamin Hans, goes in lane number 3.
Gabriel Bandeira, the world record holder in lane 4 for Brazil, gets off the block very well indeed. He's up there at the front leading the spearhead. Benjamin Hans, 1 lane up from him of Australia, going very well as well. And Rhys Dunn in that white cap of Great Britain, trying to hold on to the fast start of the Brazilian.
Bandeira, the world record holder, he does mean business here. Rhys Dunn just ahead of Hans at the turn there, but a great turn from Bandeira, taking him clear of the field.
Bandeira going very well now. He's opened up that body length. Rhys Dunn trying to chase him down, as his Benjamin Hans, but this is all about Gabriel Bandeira and how fast can he go?
Well, Bandeira, can he challenge that world record mark he set just over a month ago? He is going to take gold. Bandeira takes it in 55.02. It is silver for Rhys Dunn from Great Britain, and another bronze goes to the young Danish swimmer Alexander Hillhouse. But Bandeira is the champion. The Paralympic champion is now the world champion, with Rhys Dunn having to settle for the silver medal position, and Alexander Hillhouse again getting on the medal podium for Denmark. But Bandeira, an excellent swim, and that turn was all important for the Brazilian.
It's been a busy week for these athletes. Some tired swims there, but what a championships for that man in your shot, Alexander Hillhouse. He turned 5th and came back like a rocket to take that 3rd position, to take that bronze medal, just ahead of Benjamin Hans of Australia.
Gabriel Bandeira is the world champion in the men's 100 metres butterfly S14. It's silver for Great Britain's Rhys Dunn, and the bronze medal goes to Denmark's Alexander Hillhouse.
Just as he was in Tokyo.
Well, it was Bandeira that got away well, but it was the turn that made the difference for the Brazilian in the end. Everybody knew he was going to take it out, and they all did very well, but not letting him get too far away in that first 50 metres. But once they turned and moved onto this underwater, he was supreme as he came up and then just led the field home.
Oh, finish there for Alexander Hillhouse, just snatching that bronze medal position from Benjamin Hans there. But Bandeira again strikes gold at these championships. He has had a great week here. There's third gold medal of the week, Gabriel Bandera. What a great performance there in that 100 metres butterfly. Rhys Dunn, the world champion, silver medal this time. Good performance from the Great Britain swimmer to get into that silver medal position. And the youngster Alexander Hillhouse in the bronze medal position. Great week that he has had. And one to watch for the future, I would say, Liz.
Yeah, he's really surprised a few people here. There's been a few surprise results in this S14 men's race, but now we move on to the final event of the program, and there could be lots of surprises in this one.
Well, we'll have to keep our wits about us for this final race. It's the mixed 4x100 metres freestyle relay, 34 points. The 34 points means that the classification numbers for all the swimmers, the 4 swimmers in the team, can add up to no more than 34 points. Argentina making their way to the outside lane. And they will start with Ineki Basilov on that first leg. Australia will go there. Female lowest class swimmer Rachel Watson, S4, going on the first leg.
In lane 7, Canada.
And they will be very strong as they move through the Australians. Felix Cowan will lead the Canadians off. The S8 swimmer who just missed the medals on the 50 metres freestyle earlier this week. So Marianne Ribeiro take the gold medal in the 50 freestyle earlier. She will lead off the Brazilian quartet. They will go in lane number 2. The world record breaker tonight, Tully Kearney, leads the Great Britain team. S5 swimmer goes on that first leg. But again, Great Britain, a very strong finish to this relay. Spanish team, well, they will be a threat. Inigo Lopez Sanz, medalist tonight in the butterfly, leads them off. The well-balanced team, 2 8s, 2 9s for the Spanish. USA have a strong team as well. Mackenzie Cohen, the medalist, the gold medalist tonight in the S7 class. She is the lead-off swimmer for them. And the Italians in lane 4, Giulia Terzi, who's just beaten by Mackenzie Cohen in that individual race, will go in the first leg for the Italian team. There's the Australians starting off with the S4 swimmers. 33 points for the Australians. Ribeiro leading off the Brazilian quartet.
34-point final.
Inigo Lopez Sanz for Spain. Terzi for Italy. Mackenzie Cohen for the USA. Tully Kearney for Great Britain. Felix Cowan for Canada and Inaki Basilov for Argentina. A number of the teams putting their lower numerical classes out in front and will play catch up as they go through this race. Could be possibly the Spanish or the Canadians who might lead this one out in the early stages.
Started in the water, as did Rachel Watson of Australia, but going well in these early stages it is Felix Cohen of Canada in lane 7. He's leading them out down this first 50 metres. He's against Inigo Lopez Sanz of Spain. Expect those two athletes to lead the way. They are in the same classification group and they're both male, and they're going out to this turn, and it will be Cohen that just leads for Canada, 29.16 ahead of Spain and Argentina.
Well, Spain have got, as I said, a well-balanced team. Expect them to be featuring at the front for maybe a long time in this race. The other teams will have very strong finishes and might just begin to pull back on the Spanish team as we go through this race. Good start there for Mariana Ribeiro, the female swimmer, the S9 swimmer right up there in lane number 2. It is going to be Canada and Spain will touch. Cowan will hand over to Shelby Newkirk The Spanish have got Sarai Gascon on their second leg, and the Brazilians have got Cecilia Geronimo Araujo.
At the top of the pool, in lane 7, it is Daniela Jimenez in for Argentina. So her and Sarai Gascon are the S9 athletes in the water at the moment. Argentina have just overtaken Canada at the bottom of the pressure, but at the moment it is Sarai Gascon going very well in the center for Spain. Argentina up and in to second position as Jimenez also goes past the Brazilian. The Brazilian swimmer is Geronimo, an SA athlete, and Brazil have gone 2 females. They will hand over to the men, but going very well. At the halfway stage, it is Sarai Gascon of Spain. She will hand over to Nahi Zude Barrezo.
Well, Zude Barrezo in this third leg. We'll have Simone Barlam for company, the Italian, on that third leg. And it is very, very tight for second position. Great Britain coming through there for second place. James Hollis bringing them through, handing over to Tony Shaw. It is Zude Barrezo just ahead there. The Spanish are now getting hauled back by the swimmers in lanes 5 and 6. Robert Griswold coming through, Tony Shaw coming through as well. The Spanish just holding on to the lead, but it does look like it might be Robert Griswold will take that. And look at Barlam in lane 4.
Simone Barlam is on the charge for Italy. Spain holding on, but Robert Griswold there in lane 5 on the right, and Simone Barlam coming through on the left. Tony Shaw of Great Britain doing very well to hold on to these as they plough through, and it will be Barlam who comes through, and he will hand over to Stefani Raimondo to do the last leg for them. Griswold is going to hand over to Jamal Hill.
Well, Raimondi is now away and clear for the Italian team. It's difficult to see beyond them. Going very well are the Canadian team. Aurélie Rivard in that last leg for the Canadians, but they are being caught now by the Great Britain team in lane number 6. But away go the Italians for this final turn.
And Brazil have just gone past the Australians with Felipe Rodriguez, but it is the Italians that lead the way. The Americans are currently holding on for that second position. There is Stefano Raimondi in your shot, Jamal Hill.
Well, the Spanish holding on as well. Shrek Martinez in lane 3. They are being caught now. The Canadians doing well. The British are in it, but here come the Italians. They are going to win it. Italy take the gold. It's going to be silver for the USA. It is going to be bronze for Spain, I think. It is bronze for Spain. Gold for the Italians. They absolutely dominated that one in the second half. The Spanish celebrate. They can hardly believe it. What a last leg for Ariel Shrek Martinez. It was a superb contest. The Americans coming through for second. The Italians will win it though. A sensational time for them. What a race that was, Liz.
Well, that's exactly why we've introduced these mixed 34-point relays to the program here at in the Paraswimming program. It had absolutely everything. The volume in this pool is the loudest it's been all week. It was frantic, but the Italians, they switched it up. They came in with their final team as the favourites, and they delivered. We wait for the results to come up on the scoreboard. Everybody is absolutely spent. You can see Jamal Hill there hanging over the lane rope. He worked so hard on that last leg for the United States of America, but he couldn't catch Stefano Raimondi.
The result is now official. Italy are crowned the world champions in the mixed 4x100 freestyle relay. 34 points. A great performance from the USA to claim the silver medal, and Spain take the bronze just ahead of Great Britain and Canada and Brazil, who were in close attendance. What a final relay for these
Ladies and gentlemen,
championships.
let's have a round of applause for every swimmer we've seen in these World Championships.
Well, it was entertaining. Thankfully, no drama in that final relay. All teams getting through cleanly, which is always the aim of these relay events. And the Canadians started very, very well. The Spanish were solid the whole way through, and the United States of America in that second half, their female swimmers put in really strong performances to set up their male athletes. But Simone Barlam tore through that third 100 meters through the field. The Italians went 7, 8, 9, 10, so they were expected to get faster. And it's always easier being the person that's chasing than it is being the person being chased. And in the end, Stefano Raimondi brought home a superb Italian quartet.
And there's the finish for the silver. Jamal Hill, a great leg for the American there to come through for the silver. And the Spanish team held on really well. Ariel Shrink Martinez held off the charge from 3 teams there, the Canadians, the British team, and the Brazilians as well, who came from a long way back to challenge for that bronze medal position. But in the end, it was the Italians who took it. And once Barlam hit the front with 1 length to go, and it was Stefano Raimondi on the last leg, there was only going to be one team winning that one.
All right, well, that's it. The final event here in Madeira at the 2022 World Para Swimming Championships in the big relay. Canada with a 5th place finish. Just going around quickly, let's start over here. Well, Shelby, how was the experience for you in your first big relay like this at a World Championship?
It was so amazing. I've been lucky enough to be a part of 4 different relay teams, and just being able to support each other and really fight through this last one. I think we did a really good job, and I'm very proud of everybody on this team.
How about you, Felix, in the back there? Honestly, 4 PBs, 19 years old, great meet.
Yeah, it's just amazing, and like I didn't expect that, but it's amazing.
We'll slide over here. How about Alex? A great meet as well for you. And how about the technique? You mixed it up a little bit here for this final, and it was a challenging one.
Yeah, we mixed it up. We wanted to be in the race for the final 100, 200 meters, and I think we were able to successfully do that. We finished just about over a second out of a medal position. I think we're looking really strong coming into next year's Worlds.
And Aurelie, as one of the veterans out here, you know, summing up the entire meet, what do you think about this team?
I'm really happy about this team right now, and overall, like, the whole Canadian team did amazing this week. And it was the first time that we did a mixed relay. It was so much fun to see the rookies, the older guys here mixed up, the girls and the guys. I didn't realize how much we were in the race until the finish, and it was pretty exciting, and I'm looking forward to do it again and see what we can do better.
Quickly en français.
Oui, mais c'est la première fois qu'on a fait ce relais-là dans des championnats en fait, de la vie entière. On n'avait pas beaucoup d'attentes, on ne savait pas qu'est-ce qui allait arriver, mais on a tout donné. Puis c'est vraiment excitant, c'est vraiment le fun de voir le mélange des sexes, des âges et tout. Puis j'ai vraiment hâte de le refaire dans un prochain championnat, j'espère.
Well, it's a really good job, Team Canada. In all, 18 medals, 6 gold, 5 silver, 7 bronze, the most since 2010. So a great performance by this team of 30, and you guys wrapped it up in a proud way. Well done, and great championship. Good job, team. And there it is from Madeira as we wrap up the final event. Say goodbye to everybody.